why are you green? Why are you green? Put that back. Put that back or so help me. That's disgusting. Never do that shit again. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off now. Hi, Sane. Hi. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Okay. Hi, Biddy. Hi, Random. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Mochi. Hi, Dogma. Thank you, Dogma. Thank you for 8 months. Thank you. I Tofu, I Sane, I Yui, I Seki, I Global. Thank you all for paying your daily admission fees. Thank you. Yeah. No, I was just sorry. I was flabbergasted, shell-shocked, and disgusted all at the same time. Hi. What is it? Funniest thing. Before stream, I fell asleep for like 3 hours. Yeah, I'm not tired now. I don't think. I think I'm locked in. But the problem was I was supposed to do something. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna close my eyes for like 10 minutes. I knocked out for 3 hours and stuff. But to be fair, I was a little tired because today we watched my dog for the first time. Yay! So whenever he hears running water, we have to chase him all around the house and stuff because he knew what was going on. He knows the word bath, right? And I was trying not to say it, right? But then my mom is like, come here, let's take a bath. And he bolts halfway across the room the second he heard the word. I was like, no. I was like, this is going to be so terrible trying to do this and stuff. Because, what is it? He seems like he needs one. You know how dogs get that dog smell after a while? Because, what you call it? You know, with, Labradors, you're not supposed to wash them like often or whatever, just when they get like that doggy smell basically or whatever, so that can be like a few months or blah blah. You're not supposed to wash them like more than like once every 4 months or whatever and stuff. So yeah, we were waiting or whatever because we don't want to dry out his coat and all that stuff, but like he was getting the bonked. He was getting debunked. Hi, Chalky.
Gave a $2 paycheck. EP streamer paycheck.
Thank you for a little $2 paycheck. Oh, thank you.
Ring. Hi, Cappy. Hello. Yeah, so I had to pick him up. Mind you, he's like 70 pounds and stuff. So when I picked him up, he did that thing, you know that cats do when they spread out? Yo. Thank you so much for the $1 paycheck. Thank you. Also, hello. Also, hi, Chalky. Thanks for paying your daily admission fee. Thank you. Ring. Yeah. He did that thing that cats do where they like spread out like their toe beans and they like put their arms like straight in front of them. Like I picked him up and he did like he put his legs like completely straight and stuff. I felt so bad. But once I got him in the tub, he didn't jump out. Like, guys, he didn't jump out, he didn't growl, he didn't anything and stuff. He was just chill. Like, that was the chillest I've ever seen, like, a dog take a bath. Like, I genuinely was like, what the fuck? And stuff. Because, yeah, once we got the water on him and the shampoo, he was chilling. Like, he didn't, which color? You would know he's scared because he shakes. He shakes really hard when he's scared and stuff. But he was just chill. He sat down and was like, yeah, he is just chill like that. He's like the chillest freaking dog, dude. It's so funny because like whenever people come over, they're like, we didn't even know you had a dog, like for real, because he's just so quiet and stuff. Yeah, and he's like nice to everyone. He's such a baby. Yeah, but we washed him and stuff, but yeah, he was dirty. Yoshio! Oh my gosh, Yoshio, I missed you. Where have you been? It's been 84 years when Twitter, like, did the first implosion and you disappeared, and I was like, I'm so happy to see you. Oh my gosh. Hi, Yoshio. Hi. Long time no see. I know. I hope you're doing well. Sorry. I'll stop yelling. And like killing your ears. I'm so sorry. Hi. But I hope you're well. Thank you so much for dropping by again.
Researcher Chalky has recruited the
Chalky, thank you for the gifts up to Yoshio. Thank you.
_____________________________________________________________________________________.
Thank
They
you, I
have given
appreciate it. Ring, 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 ring,
260
ring,
gift
ring,
subs
ring,
in
ring,
the
ring.
channel.
Thank you.
Yeah, but we got my dog washed and stuff, but what you call it? They take a while to air dry, you know? Well, it's also because Labradors have like a double coat and stuff. So yeah, I was just sitting there like rubbing him with like the, you know, those towels that are like super absorbent. I was just like rub, 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 rub and stuff. But he is so cute. He just accepted his fate. I wrapped him in a towel and stuff, and then we washed like all of his blankets, and then when the blanket was done, we wrapped him in a warm blanket, and he knocked out like instantly. I think the bath like tired him out a lot though, because he's been sleeping since then. Like after he dried a bit, he's been knocked out the whole time. I was like, damn, that must have taken like every bone in his body and stuff. But I'm just glad he didn't try to jump out and stuff or try to fight us once we put him in. He was just like, it is what it is. And he well, okay, when he got out though, I will say when I picked him up to put him out, he did get like the post bath zoomies, so he just ran around the house shaking and wetting like all the furniture and stuff. But you know, what can you do? What can you do? It's fine. But also just like, oh my gosh, my clothes were completely soaked. I was like, thank goodness I wasn't wearing like my best clothes in the house and stuff. But what is it? Can't wait to do that again in like 4 months and stuff, because just want to make sure he's also, oh my god, I have to send you guys the pictures. I have to send you guys the pictures of his poses today, because he did some funny poses. Wait, I'll put it in the server. Hold on. Yeah, it is worth the clothes. Hold on. Oh, and also he was mad as fuck after I washed him. So, I have a picture where like I'm trying to pat him and he just looks at me because he was pissed as fuck. Yeah, but it was so cute when he was like laying earlier and he just had like one leg out and stuff. He just lays in like the weirdest freaking positions. I put the pictures there if you guys want to see them, but they're in the pet channel. But yeah, I just like how he's always in some, and you can see his cute little toe beans. He needs to get his nails trimmed though, so like don't jump me. I'm getting his nails trimmed soon, okay? Because I'm gonna get a professional, because I don't trust myself to, because last time I tried to like Dremel his nails a little bit. He was like, fuck no. But to be fair, that was like right after we got him. I bet if I tried to do it now, he'd be chill and stuff, because he lets us touch his feet and stuff. But like before, oh wait, I just realized I don't have the, hold on, I don't have the background music on, so we can be twerking while we're listening. I mean, you don't have to twerk if you don't want to, but whatever, man. Hold on. Here it is. Yay, background music. Yeah. But I made the mistake of not breathing through my mouth last time I dremeled his nails and stuff, because I wore a mask obviously, but oh my god, the smell of like nails when they're like burning a little bit, because you know, like the friction between like the nails and the, or like when you file your nails and all that stuff, that shit smells disgusting. It smells awful. I hate that. Ew, ew, ew. Yeah, it's terrible freaking smell. And then imagine that like dog nails. And I just like the smell. Yeah, your true thing. Yeah, it's gross. It's gross. Me don't like that. Oh wait, here you go. I also forgot to bring that here. Oopsies. Oopsies. I'm trolling. Okay, but what is, oh, I still have the snow halation on here. Johnny's like a melody in my head. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm so sorry again about the karaoke that it could not be preserved because it got exploded and stuff. Yeah, it got imploded and I got like 50 million like strikes for the Christmas karaoke, so that's a little funny. Hi Guppy, hello, thanks for paying your daily admission fee and stuff. But teehee. Oh yeah, you don't have a Kinokuniya and stuff. Yeah, that place, I want to go. I want to go to a Kinokuniya. I've only gone to what is it? I'm trying to think of like any anime themed stores, because like Kinokuniya normally has like anime stuff, K-pop stuff, all that stuff. Yeah, the only like relatively, and even it's not even that like anime adjacent, like I've gone to Daiso like a million times, but I've told you guys that and stuff. Hot Topic, oh my. You know, I haven't gone to Hot Topic in like 80 million years, but I will say like something embarrassing, like when I was trying to go for like mall goth when I was younger, yeah, I used to like hit up Hot Topic like all the time. I really did try, like I did have a scene phase and stuff. I told you guys that I did get my hair cut. I did try to get my hair cut like that, but then like when I showed it to the hairdresser, they were like, the fuck, I'm not cutting your hair like that. But they got it close enough. Like I did have a huge bang over like one of my eyes and stuff, and I did wear like a striped shirt under my like t-shirts and stuff, and then I wore like what is it, like the long, like really long socks and all that. It's really embarrassing. Well, it's not embarrassing, being seen's awesome, but yeah. And then I had another phase in like high school where I wore like cat ears. No, that I get secondhand embarrassment whenever I think about it, because yeah, I got a bunch of pics with me just wearing cat ears. Oh my god, fuck. Yeah, yeah, as you guys can tell, I was bullied a lot. And you have to remember, I was going to school like back when like this was before like Naruto became like mainstream and like all of that stuff. Like if you liked anime, you were getting shoved in a locker. Okay, like it's not like where almost everybody like watches anime in some capacity, or like now anime can be like considered like a normie thing or whatever. Like you would actually get jumped if you were like, oh my god, I like anime or whatever. And it didn't help that like I'm different, I liked like obscure titles or whatever, so I was like totally like a better otaku than like everybody else. Hi Oop, hello, thanks for paying your daily admission fee. No, yeah, yeah, so when I look back at that time, well, it didn't help that I was like the stereotypical weeb like on top of that and stuff. So wait, there's a Kinokuniya near me? What the fuck? Okay, get me some stuff, okay? And then like mail it. I was surprised when the kids who were bullying me in middle school started to talk about Attack on Titan. Oh my god, yeah. Attack on Titan really changed like some people's perspective, because I remember when it like blew up for like, no, what? Why are you mean to me? What the fuck? If you asked me, I would have been like, yeah, of course. Fuck you, bitch. Oh my gosh, just mean and for no reason. Oh my god, Tofu's back to the normal color. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you, because that green looked so ugly on you, King. I hated it. Hi, Sola. Thanks for paying your daily admission fee. Why are you green? Oh my god, I'm thinking it looked good on me. Ew, shut up. I fat fingered the green. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize. I was talking to you the whole time. I said you look ugly as fuck. Change that shit. Unless it's like, you know, the nice light green that Scylla has, but like you had like the ugly fucking booty butt cheeks green. The kind of green you get when you eat like a bunch of dairy, brother. Yeah, I didn't realize you were talking to, that's crazy. Cause yeah, I was like, turn that shit off now. Yeah, I'm green. That was to me. You didn't. I just saw your. It looked so bad. It was a jolly green. It was something. It looked so bad. Dude, when are they? I know they're never gonna do this and stuff, but it would be really nice if YouTube let you change the membership color. Cause why is it green? Why are you green? I wish it could be another color. I mean, the green they picked is not bad. It's not bad. When you put your best friend next to you. No. That was just your worst fit. That was your worst fit. It was not the best one. Okay. Let's not even lie like that saying. I wish I could go back to display names. Oh my god, yeah. Because using the ats, like, oh my gosh. And my at is like, I only used my at because apparently a company bought my, what is it? I can't use my own name on YouTube because a company bought it. Can you turn off that doo-doo green? Now you're just being, you're doing too much, okay? Turn that ugly shit off. What is it? Yeah, like, if I try to, like, sign up, no, it's funny. I'm just gonna ban you so I don't have to see that ugly ass color for the rest of the stream. The change back instantly is frying me. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm being dramatic. I don't know. And the thing is, I love green. It's one of my favorite colors, but it has to be like a very specific shade. Okay? The way on mobile, I've been light blue this whole time. You've been terrorizing us this whole time, by the way. Just straight terrorizing. I already got the bob on. I'm bobbing right now. So now it's double bob. Now, do you want me just bald? I love green too. Oh, shut up. Not the fucking money emoji. Yeah, but that stinky green, that Grinchy meme green. Whoa, the Grinch is a nice green, okay? Do not compare the Grinch's green to mold spore green, okay? Sick. Bald. I don't have a bald toggle and I never will, okay? No. And I have nothing against bald people. I love bald. Because it's like smackable heads and stuff. And plus I've been bald like 4 times and stuff. Okay, wavy. Okay, there you go. Hold on. Bwam. Yeah, but I'm so sorry to all the bald people out there that might feel offended every time I'm saying I'm not going bald and stuff. But that's not me. Well, IRL me, I'm okay with being bald, but my model stays. Hair stays on during stream. And I never even like rigged it to like take all my hair off, and I'm not doing that. And also like, what is it? Underneath like all of this, the way my head is like, I don't know how to describe it, but like even if I went bald, it wouldn't work because of all the layers I have in a certain way and stuff. So yeah, no, we're not balding at all. But also it does feel a little weird to not have my horns. I will say that, like, my head feels very naked now that they're not on and stuff. Because now I just look like a normal human being. I'm a normal human being. And stuff. I low-key forgot. Ooh! That's nice. I love yellow. Yellow's my favorite color. Hi, Ghost. Thanks for paying your daily admission fee. Look, you forgot I can't change it back to the original color unless I go to my laptop. Yeah, and that's what you get. To be very honest, since you want to fuck around, that's what you deserve. But it's a pretty color. You try to make it ugly, but it's pretty, so, lol. Hello, Ghost. Hello. Oh, yeah, because I'm sorry you missed the Christmas karaoke. I'm so sorry, Shawty. Shawty. Yeah, to be honest, it also wasn't that long. I think I only sang for like 2 hours because my voice went out and then the stream died on YouTube. And stuff, so yeah, guys, I'm so glad I didn't lose my voice for real, and all that, because like, y'all heard towards the end of the stream, I was just like, and stuff, and all that, but like, I was able to talk the next day, thank goodness. I was gonna be tweaking, like absolutely tweaking, if I like completely lost it, but we didn't, so we locked in. And stuff, so yeah, I hope everybody had a good, if you celebrate, I hope everybody had a good Christmas and stuff. Yeah, I had my family over, and I made my lasagna, and that shit was gone in like 2 seconds, as always. and stuff. What is it? Yeah, my sister got me a really nice gift. And then, what is it? I gave her a Stranger Things mug, and she, like, absolutely tweaked it. She tweaked out and stuff. She loves Stranger Things. She was even watching it while she was over here and stuff, because I think an episode dropped. And so I haven't watched it and stuff. I don't know if I'll watch it, but the only thing I know about Stranger Things is that, like, everybody was, like, making fun of... Oh, wait, that's a spoiler. I'm not gonna say it then. Never mind. If you haven't watched it, then I'm not gonna say it, because that's the only thing I know about it and stuff. Yeah, and then what is it? My mom got her gift that I told you guys about, and she cried. And my mom doesn't cry. I've seen my mom cry twice in my entire life. 2 times, brother. I literally can only count on one hand the amount of times she's, like, ever cried. So yeah, she loved the gift. So I was like, oh my gosh, yay, and stuff. So I was really happy. It sounds crazy to be like, I was really happy that she cried. I'm not happy that she cried, but I'm happy that she was happy and stuff. And also, yeah, I set up the record player today, and I didn't realize how many parts it was, like, stringing up the counterweight and, like, fucking, like, doing all of this stuff, and it has to be, like, perfectly, like, aligned in order to work. I was like, oh, hell nah, dude. And stuff. But I did set up the record player properly, because it did play the record I got her and stuff. Next, we're just gonna... I need to, like, get, what is it? I think, like, an amplifier and all of that stuff, because, for some odd reason, the Bluetooth won't, like, connect with the speaker I have and all that, so, I'm gonna just have to do it, like, the old-fashioned way. You know how they have, like, the red and, like, yellow and whatever cables, and then you, like, put it in one thing and you put it in the other, blah, blah, all that stuff. Because I don't think I've had to use a device that needs, like, the in and out or whatever cords in, like, a good time, in a good while and stuff. Yeah, those fuck-ass cables. Yeah, and then you have to put, like, the like, silver prong around, like, the silver knob or whatever. You put it in, and then you twist it and blah, blah, and stuff. Yeah, haven't had to use one of those in, like, 80 years and stuff. Like, I can literally remember, like, the last time was probably... when I had, like, one of those old TVs, and not a CRT, like, one of those, like, old, what is it, was like a Magnolia or something? Fuck, I can't even remember. Oh my god, it's been so long. I don't know, I feel like I'm so used to, like, modern technology now and stuff. Like, I still remember how to use, like, older things or whatever, but I feel like it's been so long since I've had to use, like, anything older, because we've, like, modernized, like, everything or whatever. But, like, one thing I won't forget, like, no matter how much time passes, is fucking dial-up internet, because that was actually ass. And I mean, I guess when I was younger, I was like, oh my god, the marvel of internet, you know? So I didn't really, like, care about, like, web pages loading after, like, 30 minutes and stuff, and the whatever sound when you, like, when you tried to connect and all that. But, like, now if you told me, like, you know, a lot of, like, retro and, like, older consoles and all that stuff are, like, making a comeback. And, you know, you can see a lot of, what is it, the convenience of those devices, right? Or just, like, how you don't have to do, like, console updates, or you don't have to do blah, blah, or whatever, or, like, games hold up so much better, or they last longer, or blah, blah, stuff like that, right? But, like, one thing you could not pay me to, like, ever do again is dial-up internet and all that stuff. So, yeah, hell nah. Hell nah. Don't do that to me ever again. Ever again. I'm gonna explode you. Get exploded. Puns are banned here. If you make a pun, you get exploded. I hate puns. I hate them so much. Genuinely. Genuine hatred. Not even a joke. I do explode anybody who makes any of them. It's hidden rule. Is it hidden rule number 2? Is it hidden rule number 2? Yeah. Not broad daylight. It's nighttime. It's nighttime. I just got here. Why are we blowing people up? Hi, Sosuke. Hello. Yeah. What else? Yeah, what else did we do? We had like a make your own hot chocolate booth. I had like whipped cream and like marshmallows and all that stuff. I mean, I was the one who was just like, I want to do all of this stuff and all that because we don't celebrate. And I was like, I want us to celebrate for real this time. And so it was kind of fun doing like, you know, like an actual Christmas and stuff. And, you know, my mom thanked me for like putting it together and stuff. And she was like, this only happened because he... And I was like, oh my god. Yeah, so... Yeah, I had fun. But now I gotta do all the other things of... What is it? You know, like when the holiday's actually over. Yeah, because now we gotta get ready for New Year's cleaning. And stuff. And we take New Year's cleaning very seriously. And stuff, and I have to make sure that I have like all the trash and everything done or whatever beforehand, because what is it, we're very superstitious and stuff. Imagine making a pun. I know, what the scallop. No LARPing. Yeah, hidden rule number, I know. And you know, I'm someone who likes LARPing. Yeah, it's simpler. Another sad story. Guys, I want to go LARPing. I think I say this like every time. I want to go LARPing again. I do. And there's a LARPing event, but I don't want to go by myself. Like there's this LARPing event that happens like pretty often or whatever, and you can sign up whenever. But I don't want to go by myself. I don't want to. And also like it's in like the backwoods, okay? It's like fucking middle of nowhere and all that. So I'm like, I don't want to. I need to find like, I need to make like an online friend that wants to go LARPing or whatever. Low-key, I'm gonna LARP next time I go to a con. Okay, who are you gonna LARP as? Are you gonna be Naruto? Believe it! Like, you know what? Yeah, maybe I should cosplay Deku. Maybe I should cosplay Deku next time I go to a con. I'm gonna try to actually go to a con next year because I wanted to go to one this year and stuff, but what is it? It's just con tickets are getting so expensive. Okay, back in my day, you could get a con ticket for like $25. Okay, but like now it's like, what is it, $90 and stuff. Fuck no. And then like to make it worse, like some of these are like freaking, I'm sorry to talk about TwitchCon, but that shit's like $300. Fuck no. Yeah, con prices are so insane right now. Yeah, I used to just literally be able to walk into a convention center, buy a $25 ticket, and then enjoy the whole day there. Like, it's kind of crazy. And buying the ticket 70 years earlier is only like a 20, 30... Yeah, and it's not even a huge discount. Literally one that I was thinking about like buying early or whatever, the early bird price was $5 off. Early bird price was $5 off. I'm curious about off-kai pricing. I don't know if I'll go to off-kai and stuff. I still haven't been. I've only done meet and greets at off-kai and stuff. I've only done meet and greets. And the last time I went to a con was like 2 years ago and stuff. And yeah, part of the reason why I haven't like gone to a con in person too is because, well, the last time I went to a con, I almost fainted. You guys know I have like a history of like fainting and all that stuff. And I'm just worried about fainting whenever I go out and stuff. So I'm just like, oh, and all that. And my stamina isn't what it used to be. I mean, in the past few months though, I haven't fainted. So I'm like, oh my gosh, we're so fucking back. But that's also because I'm taking like 80 million meds and stuff. But yeah, I want to go to a con again, and I do want to cosplay and all that stuff. Yeah, but you know what? I pregame before the con. What do you mean you're pre-gaming? You better be pre-gaming with water. FanFest tickets $250. FanFest is $250? What the fuck? And people have been saying FanFest is like okay, like the past few years and stuff. So that's crazy. What is it? I want to go to off-kai, but my job needs to settle down and quit trying to lay people off. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I pre-came with 2 buzz balls each day. What the fuck is a buzz ball? Is that lemonade thing? Are you trolling me? Hold on. Oh my gosh, yeah, it is those little... Oh, they're cocktails? Why did I think that they were just... What the fuck? I just thought they were like... I thought they didn't have any alcohol in them. What is it? Sorry for being nosy in your throne, but you want to cosplay Uto? Yeah, I do. I do. Yeah, but I I need to do the cosplay stream so bad. I'm sorry, guys. I need to lock in, but I don't have any cosplays to do. That's why I haven't done it yet. And I was just like, ugh. Yeah. What is it? Cosplay stream for real next year, okay? I'll stop trolling. Bro, you're good. Yeah. But, yeah, you should go to a con, guys. We should all go to a con, okay? Like you've been preoccupied with life right now. Nah, never. What the fuck? I've never even heard of life. I will cosplay all the characters I want to in like 5 years. Okay, choose one. Let's choose a con to go to. Let's make our own con. Yeah, guys, let's make our own con. Remember when they used to have like that like YouTube shut up, ball pit. I was literally shut up, get out of my head. I was about to start making that joke. Fuck. Yeah, no, I'm low-key never flying out. That's all you guys. Wait, Sarah, are you like afraid of planes or just like why would you not want to fly out and stuff? Or is it just because like plane tickets are $5 million? Because that's also the case and stuff. But yeah, I like flying. I've never been on a plane. What if I die plus price? No, it's fine. Planes are safer than cars. Leave me alone, ball pit. Leave me alone. No, planes are safer than cars. Okay. Literally, and plus pilots have to go through like 80 million like hours of training to even like touch a plane or whatever, right? Like this shit is serious. Well, it was more serious a little bit and stuff. But yeah, take a Benadryl and knock it out. Hashtag true, hashtag real. No, but planes are nice. I do like being on planes. The only thing I don't like is sitting for too long. But okay, the reason why I'm so nonchalant during about planes and stuff is because when I was younger, I used to have to like fly by myself and all that. Like, I just remember like taking flights and they used to give me like the little wing pin and stuff and all that because they're like, oh, you're so brave because you're flying by yourself and blah blah. Yeah, I had to because the way it's a long story, just the way my family like moved around and blah blah that stuff. So it would like end up where like sometimes I would be like with like one of my aunts and stuff, and then I would have to fly back to my mom and blah blah that stuff. Yeah, just a long story, but just like back and forth or whatever. And then what is it? Yeah, I used to fly a lot when I was young and all that, so it kind of desensitized me to like being afraid of them and all that. So yeah, planes don't really scare me. Well, they don't scare me at all and stuff because yeah, pilots have to be really good at their jobs. So I don't know, I feel like my fears are normally like mega irrational ones or whatever. Like I told you guys about like my old fear of like a volcano like popping up in my backyard and like killing me or whatever. Like my fears are stupid shit like that or whatever. My other ones I try to root in reason, like stuff that like has like a logical reason why you know that could happen. You never know. Shut the fuck up. But shut the fuck up. Imagine if I still had that stupid fucking fear and you say that to me. You're evil. You're evil. Okay. No, yeah. My only things I'm actually scared of now, probably like being in tight spaces. I hate tight spaces. There was one time where I went to, I think it was Jekyll and Hyde, like the restaurant or whatever, and to get into the restaurant you have to go in this really small elevator, and then they like bring the roof of the elevator down and it's spiky, like the roof will go until like you have to crouch into a ball and stuff, and the like spiky parts like almost touch your head. And when I did that, I almost threw up. I hated that so fucking bad. I think that's where my claustrophobia comes from and stuff. Yeah, and then cave diving also scares me or whatever. Or like those things where it's like those signs where it says like don't go in here or whatever, because there's no way out, or stuff like that. Going here is like sure death or like shit like that. Yeah, I don't fuck with signs like that or whatever. What is it? I'm not afraid of the ocean, but I don't like this is gonna sound crazy. I don't like walking on the beach. I don't like walking on the beach where the water hits the shore, okay? You might be like, sad why? Because I'm afraid of like any like, what is it? Any like seafaring animals getting on the shore and stuff, like accidentally stepping on a jellyfish or accidentally stepping on a stingray. I know they don't normally, like, stuff that is that deep in the ocean doesn't wash up on shore, but they do occasionally. And that occasional thing that would scare me for fucking real and stuff. And what is it? I really don't fuck with stingrays. I love stingrays. I think they're very cute. But only if like their barb is like trimmed off. Okay, I'm not fucking with I'm not fucking with one that still has its barb. Okay. Yeah, like the time I hiked on a trail, there was a sign opposite of the trailhead that warned people to not hike the trail, and I just hiked because there was an unexploded ordinance. I'm fascinated with signs that, since they're so blunt about the environment, that'll straight up kill you. Yeah, there's like this one subreddit. Yeah, sorry for sounding nerdy for a fucking second. But yeah, there's this one subreddit that has like all of these like signs or whatever. And they're all like certain death signs or whatever, and I scrolled on that for like hours, even though I was very scared of it. And I was like, ah, shit. Wait, why are my captions broken? Hello. Oh, okay, now it's working. What the fuck? Yeah, we love Reddit. Yeah, a stream without a Reddit mention. Yeah, one of my sisters is like that. Yeah, I don't like walking where I can't see the ground. I guess that could be a easier way to explain like my phobia. I don't like when I can't see the ground beneath me and stuff. So if I walk somewhere and I don't know what critters or creatures could be under my feet, especially ones that can camouflage, yeah, hell no and stuff. So that's why I don't walk barefoot on the beach and stuff. And plus my mom got like stung by a jellyfish when she was younger and stuff, and that story used to scare the hell out of me. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm good and stuff. So yeah, if I go to the beach, I try to stay all the way in the back. It's chill because I lurk on Reddit, PS Vita, 3DS communities, just everyone asking if their screen is IPS or TN. I've Speed 2, I can't walk in murky shallows, I can't see. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you can't see the ground, I'm not rocking with it, okay? I don't like it. I don't have a height phobia though and stuff. What is it? I don't mind. There's like this one elevator I've been in that the bottom is just completely see-through, so you can just see how high up you're going, and that didn't scare me. But I remember when I was in one of those, and I just remember my older sister, my sister's older than me, who would have thought, because I said older sister. No, my sister was like clinging to me like the whole time while I was just chilling. I was like, whoa, this is so cool. I was like, look down, and she's like, yeah, I don't mind heights at all and stuff. What is it? And I just remember, what else? Oh yeah, I was with a friend at like the top of the Eiffel Tower, because you know you have to like walk. Oh my god, you have to walk like a decent amount and stuff, and they have like the little cable cars that like take you like part way, but you have to walk the rest and stuff. And I was at like the very top, and I was walking to the edge, and I was looking out of the edge, and I was like, oh my gosh, come over, look at this. And they're like, no. I'm like, no, I want to stay over here. And I was like, oh my god, we should take a picture. And they're like, can we please take a picture over here? I don't want to take it at the edge. Like, what is wrong with you? And I was like, this is awesome. I feel so bad. I don't know. I really don't have a height phobia and stuff. But small spaces, yeah, I don't fuck with small spaces, and I don't fuck with stuff you can't see, like the ground, if you can't see the ground properly. I'm not afraid of the dark, but yeah, I'm afraid if I can't see the ground and stuff. Like whenever I have to like walk my dog and it's like pitch black and stuff, I'm like, hell nah, because I can't really see anything and stuff. And it doesn't help that we have like every fucking critter possible and stuff, because we get like cool stuff like bunnies or like deer. There have been like a few deer like right outside my backyard, and or like some bunnies inside my yard or like stuff like that. That's fine and stuff. But what is it? Sometimes we get like feral possums, and that's not as chill and stuff. Possums are cute though. They are, but like when they're tweaking, I'm like, get away from me, please, and stuff. Or whatever. I love snakes and stuff, but like, how do I describe it? I like domesticated snakes. I'm chill with like holding them or like having them like around your neck or that kind of thing, like chill snakes and stuff. But like poisonous snakes, obviously I don't rock with them, even though like, okay, yeah, because when I was younger, I'm kind of desensitized to them, but if I saw one like out of nowhere and I couldn't identify it easily, I'd tweak a little bit and stuff. Yeah, when I was younger, I checked out every single book about snakes in the library and stuff, to the point where the librarian was like, we don't have any more and stuff. And I would just like read every single like snake fact and like everything about snakes. I wish I could remember some of it, but like, yeah, I was mega obsessed with them and stuff. And then my teacher got like a pet snake, and I used to like hold it like all the time, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. But like, yeah, I don't think I could identify snakes in the wild and stuff. So like if I see one and it's just lunging at me, I'm gonna be like, hell nah, dude. Yeah. I went to this thing where the entire floor was see-through, and it was from a skyscraper, and my stomach was so queasy.
Ooh, you had a little squeezy stomach.
Snakes are cool. I just don't want to get bit or have to go to the ER. Yeah. And the problem with snakes is that, one, if you get bitten, you have to know what snake bit you and stuff. Like, if you're like, I think this is the one time where, you know how people are always like, damn, why are you always on your phone? Why you always gotta have your phone out when something happens or whatever? But like, this is one of the situations where like, if you get bit by a snake, make sure to take a picture or a video of it and stuff. And also like, anti-venom is very expensive, and they'll probably use it as a last resort. Anti-venom is not the first thing that doctors will do and stuff. It's like, only if you're showing like absolutely adverse like side effects in like a really short amount of time will they use it and stuff. But it's because anti-venom is so expensive and hard to extract, and it has to be like a very certain like, what is it, brand of snake and all that. Like, it's just, there's so many like, what is it, facets of like snake bites, that like anti-venom really is like the very, very last resort. This is my last resort. I'm bringing that motherfucker in with me. Well, you could and stuff. I mean, no, just, you could also just take, well, I mean, you could take it with you and stuff. You just have to hold their head like a certain way so that they can't bite and all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, well, it depends. I don't know what the actual protocol for like bagging a snake is. LOL. But yeah, just buy one of those like, the like snake loop things where you can just pick it up. That's so funny that I'm talking about snakes though, because I had a dream that like, I was walking my dog and he split into two, so then we had two of them and stuff, and it was so cute. I was like, oh my gosh, we got double biscuit, and they loved like playing with each other and all that stuff. And I was like, well, it's, you know, it's nice for him to have like another companion other than us and all that stuff. But then when I went to go walk both of them outside, then there was like a king cobra in my backyard, and I was like, how the fuck did a king cobra get in here? I was like, what the entire fuck? Because it was just chilling, like waiting, like in the corner, like it wasn't like approaching, because you know how they do that thing where they like flare up and like all that stuff. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, and it was such a like, that dream felt real as fuck and stuff, because I just remember like turning on like the light and then just seeing the king cobra in the corner, and I was like, oh, Rue? And then I couldn't take him out to pee, so then I had to go walk somewhere else. Yeah, your dream went from Disney movie to Nat Geo. I used to love watching National Geographic. Yeah, and one of the biscuits turned into cheddar bay. His writing is this fire! Holy shit! Holy shit! Yeah. But it's always funny whenever I have like really realistic dreams. There was like a time period for like 10 years where I didn't see shit in my dream. And you might be like, sad, that's not possible. Like, people always dream or whatever and stuff. But like, what is it? Because, you know, if you don't like see your dream, it's normally because you just don't remember it or whatever, right? But like, what is it? I would have dreams where it was just like a black screen, and I know that I'm just watching a black screen, if that makes sense. But there would also sometimes be dreams where I would just sit in front of a black screen, and that was the dream. Like, what the fuck? And stuff, like, I don't know. It was weird. But then there was also, like, this one dream I had that was, like, a reoccurring dream for over 10 years. That was, like, a nightmare. It was, like, a reoccurring nightmare and stuff. But it was weird because it always ended with, like, Kim Possible. Because it was like, what the fuck is Kim Possible doing here? Like, I don't remember it anymore, but I just 100% remember that Kim Possible was in there. And stuff. I wrote down my dream in my phone notes, and I have no idea what this means. Okay, well, yeah, share it. I wanna hear it. And then the black screen turned into Cheddar Bay Biscuit. Can you guys shut up? You guys are terrible. Please never, like, screenwrite or anything. Oh yeah, guys. I finally watched Heated Rivalry or whatever, right? Episode 1 and 2, absolute butt cheeks, okay? Because I even, like, ranted to a friend about this that I just thought, okay, part of the reason why I hated episode 1 and 2 was just because it was, like, fucking, like, 2 sentences of dialogue, sex scene. 2 sentences of dialogue, cut, like, what is it? Cutscene. Like, it would be, like, time skip after, like, okay. Like, obviously, there are shows that want you to infer things between events, right? So they don't spell out everything for you. That's totally fine. Or whatever. But, like, the first 2 episodes were just, like, one line of dialogue between the 2 leads, time skip. 1 line, time skip. 1 line, sex scene. 1 line, time skip. 1 line, sex scene. It was just... the way of storytelling was kind of dog shit. And stuff. I didn't like it. I've been curious because the actors are a little funny. Yeah, the thing... Okay, this is going to sound crazy, but the thing for me personally was that I found the actors so much more entertaining than when I was watching the show. Like, watching them do interviews than, like, watching the show. Okay? Yeah, the show didn't really click for me until it started letting scenes breathe. I think that's the easiest way to describe it. So, what is it? I'm not a huge fan of, like, a million cuts. I don't like when there's, like, too many cuts and you don't let a single scene breathe and stuff. And that's really what the first 2 episodes were. And stuff. It's just like bam, 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 bam and stuff. But I mean, yeah, it's just a lot of inference. Okay, whatever. And then what is it? Yeah, episodes. I got Canadian for a second. What is it? And then, hold on. Let me see what episode that I was like, okay, this is fine. Wait, give me a second. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna read the book. And you guys know I love reading. But, okay, yeah, episode 3. Everybody and their mom fucking hated episode 3, but it was my favorite episode by the time I got to it. Okay? And there's so much, like, okay. I think I didn't mind episode 3 as much because there was kind of, like, I mean, yeah, there was a linear narrative. Not that I need my, like, hand to be held to, like, watch something or whatever, but it was like, oh my god, there's not a jump cut every 5 fucking seconds, basically. And stuff. But episode 3 focused on a different couple and stuff, and people were just like, oh, this episode's dog shit and blah blah that stuff, and I was like, it's really not bad. You guys are just kind of like doing too much and all that stuff. But I think it's definitely because they're just like, I just want to see the other guys fuck. Like, okay, some people were really just, not that there's a problem with wanting to watch the show just to watch the, like, sex scenes, whatever, man, but, like, even then they were like, okay, but I mean, I was watching this show, like, with the straightest face, like, possible, so, like, I don't know. Yeah, and I was like, that's not how it works. Okay, well, they couldn't, you know, I know, the face angling, okay, the face angling for, like, some of the blowjobs, yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best positioning, but I mean, it's believable enough without, like, showing all of that. You know, I know I was just cracking the fuck up. I know. No, I agree. It was a little funny. Yeah, but I mean, what is it? The criticism about episode 3 was just kind of a lot because, what is it? Episode 3 was one entire book. They had to shove an entire book in one episode because in order for the plot to progress or whatever, the fallout from the 3rd episode is what they needed for episode 4, 5, and 6 and stuff. Oh, really? Yeah. People were like shitting on it and stuff, and they're like, this is a series? Yeah, so the thing is, they didn't know if they were gonna get like a bunch of like more episodes. They didn't expect it to blow up, basically, and they only shot this show in like 36 days or whatever. But they had to adapt the prequel because Heated Rivalry is the 2nd book and stuff, but the prequel has direct consequences, quotation marks, on the sequel and stuff. So you can't have the sequel without any of the events from the first one. So they had to adapt all of that in episode 3 and stuff. So the way it works is that episode 2 starts a certain way, and it starts with 3 of them talking and stuff, and it starts with 3 guys talking, one of them being Shane, the like main love interest or whatever, and they're all having a conversation like, man, it's gotta be tough being gay, like while like enjoying hockey or whatever, you know, and all that. And then like one of the guys across the table is like, yeah, haha. and then so episode 3 starts off with that same conversation, because at first I was like, whoa, deja vu, but then what is it, then it goes into like his storyline or whatever and all that. But like yeah, basically it speeds through. Okay, so it's gonna seem crazy if you don't fully know the context, but like it speeds through their entire relationship, basically, where this is the 2nd couple, by the way. Like this guy meets this other guy at like a smoothie place and stuff, but then, you know, they kind of have like, I'm not gonna lie, the dialogue's kind of cheesy, and the dialogue's really cheesy, but they just keep having this like back and forth. Anyone read Check Please? No. I remember when it was like really popular though. I remember when it was really, really popular and heard it fucking everywhere. But yeah, he like goes to the smoothie shop like all the time and all that stuff, but then he keeps like flirting, and then basically they finally, you know, like make out and then have sex and all that stuff, and then after that he's like, I want you to live with me. And it's like, he is like pulling like the lesbian U-Haul like stereotype, like literally after like the first time or whatever. But apparently it's supposed to have been like, what is it? A lot of time, like a decent amount of time has passed because he's already like wanted him or whatever. Okay, lesbianism. Yeah, he already like wanted him for like a while or whatever and all that stuff. And then the guy, he's like, yeah, I know I'm a bit intense and everybody says I'm very intense or whatever. And all that, and like basically the guy's like, yeah, that's fine, I'll move in with you. Or whatever. And it fried me so bad. It fried me so fucking bad. Yeah, all I have is context. When he started talking, he skipped a lot of steps. He did skip a lot of steps, and that's why some people are like, it was kind of crazy, like seeing how fast they were into each other or whatever. But I mean, okay, part of the reason, this is gonna sound so crazy, guys, I just want to give you some context. Part of the reason why I was just like, okay, like it didn't faze me that much is, one, I feel like people who were like, yeah, that's straight crazy, it's like, I've read a lot of BL and sometimes I feel like it moves like that fast, so kind of a little desensitized. But also, like, literally, one of my old teachers met her husband at a restaurant, and they got married like the same day. They got married like the same day they met. And then they've been married for like over 35 years. And stuff. So like, I think because I know, like, I think that's why stuff like this doesn't faze me that bad, even though it should a little bit and stuff, is because like, yeah, some people just love like that. Yeah, some people really are just like that and stuff. And some people are really compatible, just, you know, off rip and all that. But yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it is crazy. Like objectively, yeah, that's a little crazy and stuff. But yeah, anyway, yeah, all that happened. I thought episode 3 was like, it was okay. It wasn't like great, but like, I feel like my whole time during watching this show, I was like, it's okay and stuff. But I think that's because like, I've consumed a lot of BL. So like, maybe that's why my standards are a little bit more snooty and stuff, because I think that heated rivalry was a lot of people's like either Fujo awakening or baby's first BL, and I'm not trying to like sound like an elitist or whatever and stuff, but like I don't know, I think some of the fanaticism is just genuinely because like the two main guys are hot as fuck, and that's like literally it. Because like, yeah, for a certain audience, yeah, it's just, I mean, for me personally, I was just like, okay and stuff, but what is it? They are good looking. Yeah, it's just like, it wasn't hitting for me personally and stuff. But, you know, I mean, I was happy to see, okay, the thing that I was happy about, I guess, is that a lot of other gays were like, this was like really good representation, or like, you know, like it is nice to see like actual queer love on the screen without like all this like negativity or blah blah that stuff. I will say, yeah, I do like that and stuff. What is it? Episodes 4, 5, and 6 were good. 4, 5, and 6 kind of made up for like how dog shit 1 and 2 were for me personally, because then it actually started slowing down because they were really trying to shove in, they were trying to like, I can't completely shit on the show because it's like they were trying to shove in so many plot points and so much stuff in like the first 2 episodes, because there's 80 million time skips, because it's basically like you're watching 10 years of slow burn in like 5 episodes. How long are the episodes? 45 minutes each. Yeah, but they tried to shove 10 years of slow burn into 5 episodes because episode 3 is just one couple or whatever and stuff. So like I can't really fault them or whatever, but the later episodes were so much fucking better and stuff. But like I did like how it handled, sorry, I feel like the show could have been longer knowing this. Yeah, it could have been, but the thing was they had a really small budget. Like part of the reason why pacing or all this stuff is the way it is because what is it? They had to film it in 30 days. They didn't have a budget, so like 80% of the show is filmed like in a studio with screens and stuff. So they use like a huge screen and all that, and then they just changed the projection on the back, and then they normally have like items in the forefront to like kind of like disguise. Yeah, they used some movie magic and stuff to film these episodes and all that. Like they had the small ass budget, and then on top of that, it was supposed to air on Netflix, but then Netflix dropped it at the last second and stuff, so they had to scramble to get it to show. It was honestly just going to be shown on like a small Canadian streaming website, and then HBO, like I think the HBO CEO watched it and was like, oh my god, we'll buy the rights to stream it or whatever and all that. So like, yeah, it was supposed to be like a really small like production, and like fucking like 2 people were gonna watch it basically and all that stuff. So it just blew up, luckily, by like circumstance and all that. But yeah, I guess, okay, here's a criticism I do have of people who are watching the show and just like the nonstop, like Connor glazing. Okay, Connor is the guy who plays Ilya, the Russian love interest and stuff. Everybody's glazing the fuck out of him, which, yeah, he ate that shit up. He ate that roll up, but everybody is kind of like jumping Hudson Williams or whatever for his acting. But I'm like, that is one of the best like neurodivergent portrayals I've seen on like television. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's like, the people who are shitting on him for his acting and stuff, they're like, oh, he's so stiff, robotic, monotone, and the line delivery is like awkward and terrible or whatever. And I'm like, he's playing a guy with autism. You guys are so used to like dog shit portrayals of autism on TV that like when somebody does like a more realistic portrayal of someone who might be like, you know, not as strong on the spectrum or whatever, that you're all like, what the fuck, this acting's terrible and stuff. That pissed me off so bad. Cause yeah, you know, like every time there's like, okay, autism portrayal in TV normally tends to be like over the top, like crazy shit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so unrealistic and all that. Like it's so frustrating because yeah, there's different like types or whatever, but like people only see neurodivergency when it's loud, quotation marks. And I don't think personally loud in my opinion or whatever, but people will only like believe it if it's something that like is disruptive. I don't think disruptive, you know what I'm saying? Like in there, or like disruptive quotation marks. Let's say quotation marks because that's not what I believe or whatever. Right? So when there's like somebody who has like a portrayal of like, you know, because I know autistic people who are just like, you know, socially awkward or quieter or don't know how to like express their feelings or blah blah all that stuff and all that. That's more of like Shane's portrayal. And Hudson Williams even said during an interview he took like notes because his dad is autistic. He kind of like channeled that in his acting and all that stuff. And yeah, it's like pretty, I feel like to other neurodivergent people it's pretty obvious that it's a portrayal of a neurodivergent person or whatever and stuff, but I've been seeing people say like some crazy ableist shit over this. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Or just like, it's also a mixture too of like flashy acting or like, how do I describe it? Some people, I think it's partially the death of media literacy. If things aren't spelled out for people or done in a dramatic way, people won't understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if we used a bit of context clues and all that, like, you can piece this together without having to watch an interview and having the, like, creator say it in your face, yes, he's autistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it was pretty obvious for me when I was watching or whatever. But, like, some people are just like, it doesn't seem that way. He's just a bad actor. It's just like, oh my God. Sorry, that I've been stewing on that for a while because it's been pissing me off. I've seen, like, over hundreds of tweets of people just not getting this. And they're just saying that, like, what is it? His, love interest is like a significantly better actor or whatever because his acting is flashier. His acting is something that you can pick up on and stuff. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, everyone's watching it through TikTok probably. Yeah, probably, dude. Yeah, that's why I had to watch it myself because I hate forming opinions on media without like consuming it myself. I hate forming opinions off of other people's opinions and stuff. Yeah, that's my biggest pet peeve. I will always try to delve into something before having an opinion on it. I know that's something that's rare these days. Because people will just read something one way and then accept that it's that way without like trying to delve like any deeper. You know what I'm saying? Or just like even, I think that can also happen in like smaller ways where like people are like, oh, well, I don't want to buy this thing or do this thing unless like my favorite like creator says like their opinion on something. And it's like, no, Shawty, you got to form your own opinion and enjoy your own things, you know? But yeah, what is it? I just think it's really frustrating hearing like the acting, what is it? The people like comparing their acting to each other just because like one of them does like very, I don't know. It's hard to describe. I get that. It's easy to consume media when you don't got someone complaining in your ear about it. Hashtag true, hashtag real as fuck. So true. There's been like things that I've enjoyed and stuff, and I've had to hear like someone else just like complain about like my hobby or like that kind of thing, and I have to be like, I'm gonna enjoy it over here. I don't give a fuck. And it makes it so much better, dude, and stuff. Because you always hear people being like, oh, I'm gonna quit enjoying this thing because like the fandom sucks or like so-and-so sucks or like tells me that it da-da-da. And I'm like, really? Lock the fuck in and start blocking people, man. Yeah, having your own opinion, perish the thought, good sir. Nay, I shan't. Yeah. But yeah, heated rivalry. My final opinions, it's okay. Do I think it's like the best thing since sliced bread? No. Did it make me hooked and obsessed on it? Also, no. I thought it was okay, but, you know, some of the dialogue is just, you know, a little corny, but I mean, that's par for the course and stuff. I will say, excuse me, I don't think it's like Heartstopper level of like cheese or whatever, you know? I do like, it has more of a mature aspect to it or whatever. What is it? There's a lot of consent. and stuff, and checking in like the whole time, or like stuff like that. Like it's very lovingly like made, you know what I'm saying? Especially like when a lot of BL is like rooted in a lot more like toxic tropes or whatever, and stuff. Not saying that like those toxic tropes should not exist or whatever. It's just they have a time, place, occasion, and it wouldn't have fit in this story or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, the rivals to lovers, the rival section of this story was very weak. It's very weak, and I also know I'm gonna sound fucking crazy for saying this, but kind of wish there was more hockey. I mean, for like a hockey BL, the hockey was like maybe 5% of this fucking shit, okay? I don't know. I was disappointed by that aspect for like a sports BL, and the way they're advertising it as such a sports BL. Like literally every competition they had against each other, especially like in the first 2 episodes, it would be like 5 milliseconds of like hockey, and then cut away to, oh my gosh, Shane won. Oh my gosh, Ilya won. Or like, you know, that was disappointing to me. We could have definitely had more hockey scenes. Sorry. I think I would have been way more intrigued by that. But, I mean, who gives a fuck about my opinion? So, I mean, I could sit here and complain about what I'd want changed or blah, blah, that stuff, but it's not my story. And, you know, the executive producer did really well. They did really well with the adaptation because, I've heard people who have read the book and stuff. I don't think I'll ever read the book personally and stuff, just because, I don't know, even like the snippets that I've read, like, no, I don't think I could read it. I don't think I could read it without cringing and stuff, but, what is it? People who enjoyed the book said that, like, the adaptation made the books, like, way more palatable and tolerable. That sounds crazy, but, like, yeah, and I don't know, maybe I'll read the book just because I want to see how different and how, well, okay, that's also the next thing. What is it? Even the creator has, like, acknowledged that, like, Shane isn't, like, really fleshed out in the books and stuff. What is it? That's why I'm also, like, mad about people jumping, like, Hudson for his acting and stuff, because he fleshes out Shane's character significantly more in the book with his, like, mannerisms and stuff that he wasn't really given. And because the books focus on Ilya, like, 70%, and then Shane is like, yeah, damn bro had no material. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I won't knock it, but I prefer my usual BLs. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And then I'm gonna go on my one last rant. I got one last rant about this, maybe, but I'm like, Fujos aren't Fujoing like they used to, okay? I also told a friend about this the other day, but, like, I don't know. Part of, like, the Fujo rules is not inserting yourself into the couple, and I've seen so many Fujos being like, put me between those 2 hot men or blah, blah, that stuff. No. Fujo's goal is to see their OTP together, and they're observing. There is no cuck chair because you're not cucking or whatever, okay? You're not getting cucked because you were never in the equation, okay? Fujos aren't enjoying the OG Fujo rules where it's just you're screaming about your pairing and stuff. Now it's like, I want to fuck them both, and I want to be in the middle, and I want to da-da-da, all this stuff, and I'm like, no! Observing, shaking my head. It's not what it used to be. Oh, really? What? I know. Yeah, Yumeing and Fujoing out, but not for my Fujo. Exactly. It's like, you can Yume. Well, I'm not gonna knock it and stuff. I'm not a Yume in, like, any capacity and stuff. But, what is it? I don't know. I just, I don't know. What happened to my Fujo queens and stuff? It's not the same. I use that loosely. No, you're good. I'm not gonna tell other people how to consume their media or whatever and all that stuff, but I don't know. I just feel like, I just feel like the OG, like, Fujo rules are being, like, breached and all that stuff. No, we can't. Get exploded. I've heard this Fujo rule before somewhere, but I can't remember where, especially that Yume term. Okay, Yumeing is like, Yume comes from dream and stuff, and it's where you ship yourself with a character and stuff. There's like a whole, like, what is it? There's a bunch of like Yume terms or whatever where it's like sharing, non-sharing or whatever, where like some Yumes will block other people if they share the same like person somebody else is Yumeing or whatever. Like they could be non-sharing and they're like, I don't want to fucking see you draw your OC with my man or blah blah and all that stuff. There are Yumes who share with anybody. They don't give a fuck if they see somebody else. Like sometimes they get happy when they see like other people also like enjoying the character they like or whatever. There's no right or wrong way. So used to Fujo tearing out people's throats for thinking non-Fujo. LOL, yeah, like old Fujos used to be like, everything's gay, guys, please! But now I see like there's such a new wave of like Fujos that I'm like, ugh, they don't know how it used to be, like just getting nosebleeds and freaking out over like they're like pairing, like breathing in the same room. Or just like, you know, now there's like Fujos where like it's like they have to be canon and stuff, or else they don't ship it or whatever. And I'm like, people used to ship like couples of like characters that never were even in the same room or even in the same series. Like people just used to like fucking ship like two guys if they looked like hot enough or whatever the fuck, you know? And now it's like, no, the ship has to be canon, it has to be non-toxic, it has to be da-da-da. Who gives a funny, not a funny fuck, who gives a country fuck, okay? Yeah, my best guess of where I've heard this is either SB or VTuber related to you or, okay. Fujos really have changed. Yeah, they gotta be spoon-fed nowadays. Hashtag true. Elder Fujo, dude. I don't know, I've been around the block for a really long time, okay? So this shit kind of pisses me off and stuff. It's just, I don't know. It's just, why do you have to be in the equation all the time? I guess that's like my pet peeve or whatever. That's my thing. It's like, I think people are getting so used to having to be like, everything has to be self-centered or like importing your own like ideas or all that into stuff that like, it's like you can't just let two other people just be. I don't know, that's my big pet peeve and stuff. Especially like if they're like canonically gay and you're like, I want to insert myself into this, and I'm like, no, that defeats the entire, guys, what are we doing? Yeah, like if it's like self-insert OCs, okay, then yeah. Village Elder, I'm dead, bro. No, I don't know. People aren't okay with like being observers and stuff. People aren't okay with being observers anymore, and I don't know. Author's thinly veiled fetish, voyeurism. No, I want to make them kiss like my doll. Yeah, I just want to make them kiss and all that stuff. But I mean, I can't like dictate how you Fujo out or whatever and all that stuff. And honestly, this sounds like a crazy rant and all that stuff, but shout out to Fujos, like for real. Like I'm never gonna hate Fujos. Like I love Fujos so much, and it's because we wouldn't have like nearly like any of the like BL media or all that stuff without Fujos, you know? It's like I'm never gonna hate Fujos. Like you couldn't make me and stuff. Cause like literally like 70% of the BL like I enjoy is made by Fujos and stuff. So I don't understand like people who hate Fujos. But, and honestly, this all boils down to, I don't understand people who hate women and stuff, but cannot be me, lock in, or whatever. But yeah, I just find it really weird when people like hate Fujos, and I'm like, do you know that like what you're reading was made by one? Like, let's be so fucking serious. Yeah, Fujos simulate the economy. Yeah, and Fujos have saved like so many franchises. Literally, like Gundam is one of them. LOL, guys. Like the reason Gundam is like running for so long is because like Fujos have bought so much fucking merch. I was gonna say, yeah, that and like what is it? Why am I getting so many bots today? What the fuck? Is Sari bot like off duty today? Aru? I guess so. What is it? Yeah, Fujos upholding the economy. Hashtag true, hashtag real. Yeah, but that's like my 2 cents. But yeah, Heated Rivalry was okay. It was okay. Nothing to write home about, but I really think it was just like, hi Skylar, hello. I think it was a lot of people's baby's first BL and stuff. So Yeah, I think if you hadn't watched a lot of BL or enjoyed a lot, you would think Heated Rivalry is like absolute peak. I think I like the actors more in their interviews. I had more fun watching the interviews than I did the show and stuff. I think they have really good like chemistry and stuff as people. I don't ship them like IRL or any of that stuff, but I think they just have really good chemistry and they have entertaining interviews and stuff. But the show was like okay for me. But I did start like paying more attention after like episode 3. So yeah, 4, 5, and 6 were good. Yeah. Watching Ten Dance? I've never heard of that. Gundam creator was literally saying, yeah, this shit would have failed if it wasn't for BL Doshin. Hashtag true, hashtag real. Yeah, I just think it's really funny that Gundam is still going strong because of Fujo, so shouts out. Yeah, I'm a Code Geass fan made by Fujo's. Yeah, because, what is it? Yeah, Code Geass is original, but, like, the art was done by Clamp. The character designs for Code Geass was done by Clamp. Let me look up Ten Dance, because never heard of that shit. Ten Dance. Oop. I can't spell. What is it? Whoa, yeah, I haven't seen this. Oh, wait, I have. Somebody, yeah, it's a movie about competitive dancing and they're gay. I don't know. I read the manga, but the movie just came out. Ah, okay. Yeah. You know what they should adapt? Fuck, what is it called? Is this what it's count? Is it? Oh, 10 count. Yeah. Where's my adaptation of 10 count? That would be fucking crazy. Please, I don't know who would be on it, but can we please, can somebody please adapt it? I keep getting those confused, lol, yeah. Man, I loved 10 count so bad. I mean, yeah, it's kind of crazy, but like, it's so good. Yeah, I just remember reading it and I couldn't stop. Like, I was like, holy banger. I mean, it is kind of crazy if you think about it, because okay, so those who don't know about 10 count, it's this like boy love manga about this one guy who has OCD and stuff, to the point where he has to wear gloves 24/7 because the skin and his flesh under his gloves is like peeling and dry and flaky just because he has to wash his hands like every time he touches something and all that stuff. I read that and never finished, but it was crazy. Yeah, it was good. It's good. The ending's good too. But there's this one guy, I can't remember if they meet in like an elevator and all that stuff or whatever, but this other guy like comes along and he's like, oh, I can help you like fix your disorder and all that stuff, right? But it turns out the whole reason why he like approached him was because he used to have like a crush on this other guy who had extreme OCD and stuff. And what is it? Since there was like that kind of connection between the two, he got like obsessed with him and all that. It's fucking crazy. This shit is fucking crazy. Yeah, help, I don't remember that bit. Yeah, that's the reason why he approached him, because he realized the signs that were like in the other guy that he was in love with and stuff. And he was still in love with that guy and kind of just using the him because of that. Yeah, it's crazy. Hi Nova, hello, thanks for paying your daily admission fee. What? Yeah, dude. Oh yeah, but yeah, I just remember like being obsessed with that for a little bit and all that. Tell me he beats him up. I don't think he does. I mean, I can't remember that and stuff, but what is it? Yeah, no, yeah, no, they're crazy and stuff, but what is it? Oh yeah, the guy, I think he lies to him or something because he's not like a licensed, like, he's not a licensed psychologist. He's not. And I think he lies to him about that too. Yeah. Yeah, no, that shit's crazy. I think I gotta reread it. Hold on, I'll reread it and I'll come back with fresh what is it? Yeah. what is it? No, he works at a clinic, but he's not like fully a psychologist or whatever. Okay, it says that he quits his clinic job to get a doctorate in psychology. Okay. Yeah. But he did lie to him. Okay, he did lie to him that he was like, what is it? If you complete this list or whatever, you'll be cured or whatever. And he like believes him because he does want to, you know, not live like that and all that. But it does say at the end, he's like, I fucking lied. If you finished that list, you would not be cured. Which is fucking crazy. He's fucking crazy. Okay, thanks for paying your daily admission fee. Yeah, yeah, I'll have to get back to that so I can tell you guys my opinions on it now. But I mean, it was interesting. I mean, I just like psychological manga and stuff, so I just think it was kind of crazy that he like manipulated him. Like, yeah, it's obviously toxic, but it was like a like garbage fire I couldn't look away from. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Yeah, no, yeah, oh my gosh, just reading like the summary, I'm like, whoa, I don't remember it being like this, like balls off the walls and stuff. But, wait, the psychotherapist is also a sadist? Oh. Well, I didn't know that. Oh. No, it does have a happy ending. It does have a happy ending or whatever. But, like, I didn't know he was a sadist. So that's... Yeah. No, they do end up in love with each other. By the way, they do end up in love with each other. And then at the end, he's like, you know, since we went through, like, the whole first list of 10, let's find 10 things that you, what is it? 10 things that make you happy or whatever, and we'll do them together. So that's cute at least. Yeah, that's crazy. Boy Love Book Club win? We should. We should. That would actually be, oh yeah, you know, funny thing, I was thinking about buying the book This Bitch Got Roaches in Her Crib or whatever and doing like a read along. I thought it'd be really funny if I got on stream and just like read the damn, this bitch got roaches in her crib. She got fucking roaches everywhere. The roaches were picking up the... I don't like that. I don't like that. God forbid a bitch get roaches in her crib. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Roaches in her crib. Oh, yeah, the guy that never washed up and just like had like a bomb of explosion of scent, terrible scent every time he walked into the room. Yeah, okay, it's called This Hoe Got Roaches in Her Crib. So, yeah, published in 2021. Yeah, I need to get it so I can just read it to you guys. Wait, hold on. How much is it for the... Hold on. Okay, I don't want to read reviews. Where's the... Hold on. Is it on Amazon? It's $13.78 for paperback, but it's $0 if you have Kindle Unlimited. Oh, it's 99 cents for the EPUB? Guys, who wants to do, okay. This would be fucking funny as shit to just do a stream where I just read this to you guys. Okay, let's look at the description. Austin Watkins, 35 and a single father, finds himself in a precarious situation. Currently locked up in Chicago's Cook County Jail, he knows that Fred Quisha, the trifling mother of his only daughter, is a despicable, careless, and reckless thought who is the antithesis of caring, loving black motherhood. Wanting to see her son gain full redemption from his current situation, Dolores Watkins, better known as Mrs. Watkins, is also hell-bent on rescuing Austin's 6-year-old daughter, Maya, from the clutches of relentless psychological, emotional, and physical abuse she suffers at the hands of Fred Quisha. Hoping her son works hard to change the course of his life for the betterment of his daughter, Mrs. Watkins explores the possibility of challenging Fred Quisha's custody of Maya. But as she navigates the complex, red tape-filled bureaucracy of child welfare services, Mrs. Watkins decides to take things into her own hands and is willing to put her life on the line for the salvation of her granddaughter, Fred Quisha Pierce, a native of the dangerous Inglewood, Chicago, who could give two shits about the welfare of her daughter. Her mission in life is simple: get money, smoke good weed, and ride some bomb dick. Nothing more, nothing less. After meeting a potential new bae, Fred Quisha needs to make a lifestyle change so that she can upgrade her Section 8 squalor living situation. However, a looming pregnancy threatens to unravel her plans for a big come-up. This book is another episodic chronicle born out of dark, gritty social drama. Yeah, if you look up the author's Instagram, it's so sick. Yeah, this goes kind of crazy. If you narrate it, yes, bro's in jail. We gotta read this because this shit is so fucking funny. Like, and they did good job on the Photoshop. This is what it's all about. Yeah, I just joined with this. Is it from that guy? Yes, it's from that guy. It's exactly from who you think it is. Quan Mills. Yeah. I was thinking about reading. No way that if you look it up, there's like a what to do if you have roaches in your crib. LOL. ChatGPT could never. Yeah, because he wrote this way before it even happened, so. Shouts out to the goat. No! Hold on. We have a whole section of that in my library. Like, books written pre-ChatGPT. Is there gonna be, like, fucking... You know how we have, like, Anno Domini and, like... and all that shit? Are we gonna have like fucking pre and post ChatGPT? The fuck? Please, no. Hold on, let me see if they have it on. No, it's labeled. Oh, yeah. Okay, no. Being a US film adaptation, you're joking. They're gonna adapt it? Oh my god, that's so fucking stupid. No way. Okay, I was trying to see if the Internet Archive had it, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna yoink the EPUB and stuff. It's 99 cents to buy the EPUB, so yeah. Okay, guys, for another stream, we're gonna read this. Wait, what the fuck? A 3.9 on Goodreads? Hold on, let's read the Goodreads reviews. Goodreads. Because now I'm curious, because why would you buy something that's very clearly satire and then be mad that it's satire? Let's see the 1 stars. Okay, no way. You're so stupid. No way people are fucking seeing a satire book and then being mad. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me check your suggestion, Luna. Ho got roaches in her crib. Okay. Let's check it. Mad that the girl isn't smoking weed or riding dick. All book long. Yeah, no, literally the reviews are so stupid. It would probably be 4 stars if I hadn't already read Old Thought Next Door. You can clearly see that he grew as an author between these books. Okay, guys, I will read the first page for you, okay? All these motherfucking roaches and shit. Ah, god motherfucking damn it. Fred Quisha's murderous gaze was laser focused onto 5 black brownish roaches, all ranging in sizes. Oh, and a bitch ain't got time for this shit today. I'm hungry and a bitch need her pussy ate. The agitated Section 8 strag continued to nag. The biggest roach, Daddy Roach Sr., embarked on a dangerous journey to lead his family to the mecca of stale food. His wings lightly flapped. He used his long, wise antennas to lead his loyal wife of 32 days, their 2 well-trained teenage sons, and their precious baby daughter towards the distant smell of decaying Domino's pepperoni and sausage pizza crust, hiding away in a dark corner of Fred Quisha's messy apartment living room. Why he got the roach POV? Damn, that's kind of fuck. This is so stupid. Every third Friday of the month, when the food stamps hit her EBT card, Fred Quisha usually treated her 3 kids to greasy pizza, saucy buffalo wings, and Cinnasticks. The pizza fiesta was sort of like a food stamp renewal day of celebration. Truth be told, though, the pizza was also a way to get the motherfucking kids temporarily off of her flabby, tatted back. Fred Quisha hated to have to spend her whole weekends watching her badass kids, especially when she needed to get ate out and dicked down by some... I can't do this! This is so deeply serious! Fuck it! There's 300 pages of this! There's 300 pages of this! I can't! Fuck! God, this is so... Oh my god. You guys... I mean, I knew what I was getting into, but I've like fucking tears in my eyes, and I barely made it through the first page. Okay, the writing was better than I thought, though. Oh yeah, it is. I just don't like that it's about roaches. 300, there's no way. Yeah, there's like 350 pages. We gotta get her out of there. Well, you know what? You gotta be double spaced or something. No, shoddy, it's not. But the font is big. The font is big. Hi, Petey. Thank you for 39 months. Thank you. Ring, 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 ring. And also, thank you for paying your daily admission fee. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. I'll finish until we get to Daddy Roach Sr. again. Okay. Only God knows why she was so annoyed watching them. Ain't like the bitch got a job where her weekends were invaluable, deserving precious relief from a hard week of work. How did I mix that up? Every day was a fucking weekend for this hoe. Anyways. This particular crust Daddy Roach Sr. scented had been nestled away for weeks. Shit. Probably months out of the purview of other vermin living in the grimy apartment. Had Fred Quisha's mama taught her the importance of admiring cleanliness as a virtue, the months-old crust would have been a non-issue. Perhaps Fred Quisha would have not been staring down the critter family peacefully pilgriming along the hallway's dusty white cracking baseboard. I swear to God, these motherfucking kids keeping my house nasty as shit! They getting on my last damn nerves, and I got shit to do today. They really gonna make me go off in this motherfucking house. Fred Quisa griped under her dry, morning blunt-infused breath. Fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. He kind of ate with these descriptions. Yeah. This is frying me so bad. I tried so hard. Okay, now we're back to the reviews. I tried so hard, but I really did not like the way this author writes his book and the language he uses. Not for me. The writing style was too gutter for me. I tried this one and Ho Dreams, but I couldn't get past the first page either. Oh my gosh. No way, you haters. Oh my gosh. Book club has voted to not finish. I'm sorry, I was in your corner, but this is borderline unreadable, and not because the intentional writing choices and many of the sentences. Quan almost seems to interrupt himself and break the fourth wall, which in some cases might work, but not here. Damn. It's me again. I have to say one thing. You all fucked up. You introduced me to a Megaverse. What? Read this as a joke, and I'm genuinely ashamed to have even read it as that. I'm fucking dead. Lol. Where did Omegaverse come in to this? Worst book ever? Oh my gosh. Damn. There's no way this is Omegaverse. I don't know. Oh my gosh. These are crazy. I'm an avid reader. I will try any genre at least once. I don't even know what to call this other than trash. Honestly, I thought it was a joke. Alas, I was terribly wrong. This might be the in thing with the over-the-top stereotypical characters, but it's not my thing. Guys, it's satire. Shoddy, it's satire. Not you saying this might be an in thing with the over-the-top stereotypical character. Satire? What the fuck do you mean? Was Omegaverse? Yeah, Omegaverse has been around for a while or whatever. It just didn't have a name before. Is the roach enough for a beta? You know, I don't know. Wait, when did... Okay, yeah. Omegaverse was published in as early as the 1960s, but the formula, it formally originated in the 2010s. Formally, but it's existed since 1960s. Yeah, but it was given a name. Yeah, because of werewolf fanfiction and MPreg and stuff. But yeah, wasn't like Teen Wolf or whatever coming out during that time? No, the origin of Omegaverse is from Supernatural. It's Supernatural. Yeah. What is it? Yeah, it existed before that, but it got popularized with Supernatural. A few days ago, I introduced my raid group to Omegaverse and made them take the quiz. Okay, how many alphas and how many omegas and betas were there? And stuff. Because what did I get last time? I think I got like, what is it? Something alpha. It was like nonchalant alpha. Excuse me, or something like that. I can't remember. But it was something boring. I got something boring. Excuse me. I fear my friend group is full of omegas. Wait, let me see. I think we posted this in the Discord server before. Okay. Oh yeah, it was Quotev. And I don't remember where everybody put their... Oh yeah, I'm fucking dead, guys. This has come full circle because I just looked in the Discord server. The last time we talked about it was on Christmas when we were watching The Polar Express. Lol. So that's really funny. How does that happen like a year later and we're talking about this shit again? How did that come up? I don't even remember. I literally say I don't remember, but I could just scroll again. But I left we were talking in Hub. Hold on. Wait, where did it go? Yeah. Damn, y'all think Tom Hanks is a needy beta? Oh, yeah, because didn't we say some stupid shit like that? Yeah, Polar Express watch party. Yeah, we did watch it last year. Oh, yeah, we watched Anastasia last night, and it was frying me so bad because, like, as I watched it... Okay, so I said something embarrassing because the last time I watched Anastasia was, like, 15 years ago, I think, or something like that. And so I didn't remember that, like, Dimitri and, like, Vlad were, like, con artists and stuff, even though it's, like, very clear that they're con artists and all that. But I didn't... I don't know why, but I didn't think about that and stuff. And so I was like, holy shit, yeah, that is kind of crazy if you think about it. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. What is it? I hope Santa leaves me a whiny uke under... Ew. I'm sorry. Hell not. I hate whiny ukes. I'm sorry. I hate that shit. That's so fucking annoying. Like, shut up. Damn, bitch. No, I like stoic ukes. That's my favorite. It's just like really stoic bottoms and stuff. Like the top can be whiny. The top can be whiny and annoying and stuff, but the bottom has to be like stoic or super beefy and stuff. I like when they're bratty though. Bratty is fine. Bratty is fine, but like if they're whiny, annoying, piss baby, no. Absolutely not. Like, fuck off and stuff. But I don't like stoic tops. I think stoic tops is fucking boring and stuff. Keep that shit away from me and stuff. Like, the top better be blushing and crying and being like, oh my god, this feels so awesome and stuff. Like, the whole, you know, like him, like, being, like, overly annoying, being like, do you feel good that this feels awesome? Like, real, can you smile? Yeah, I hate fucking stoic tops. It's so boring. It's so boring. It's so boring. Yeah, stoic top snore, literally, I don't get the appeal of that. Stoic bottom is awesome and stuff, but stoic top, it's dog shit. It's doo-doo dog shit. Send it to the pound. Hi, Pyro. Hello. Thanks for paying your daily mission fee and stuff. But, yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it, but I can't do whiny bottoms either. because it's just like you're just annoying and stuff. Yeah, I think that's why I haven't been like reading as much like BL. Well, there's been some in recent years where it does have like the beefy what is it, the beefy like guy as the bottom and stuff, and it's always so funny seeing like trad fujos come in and be like, I fucking hate this shit, why would you put the beefy guy on bottom? And I'm like, oh my god, fucking finally, like some food for me. And I'm like, you guys get like fucking 98 million meals a year and stuff, in the one time like a beefy bottom, like you throw a fucking hissy fit. Oh my god, that shit pisses me off so bad. It pisses me off so fucking bad, because I'm like, you have all of these plates of food and then you want to fucking steal mine? Like, fuck off, man, and stuff. Like, it is really hard. What is it? I hate to, can you shut up, can you shut up, can you shut up? No, it is really annoying because like, I hate having like, okay, how do I describe it? Because one, I don't think I'm a hipster. Two, I don't think I'm original or like any of that stuff, right? But like, it is hard being on the like side of like non-popular opinions. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? People love twink on twink and all that shit, or people are like chill if like the twink is the bottom or whatever, but I can't fucking do that. I really can't. It actually pisses me off so bad. And what is it? Especially as someone who's been into yaoi for like 2 decades. Damn. Yeah, somebody who's been into yaoi that long. Twink x Twink has been like the main thing for like forever. Okay. Twink x Twink is like, it's bland as fuck, okay? Like, serve me something fucking else. I hate it so much. I can't. And I just can't stand, like, the obsession with, like, skinniness either and all that stuff, because they will make these twinks, like, fucking twigs, and if wind, like, hits them, they're snapping into you. Okay? I just can't. And then, like, I think somebody said, like, it turns into, like, the pugification of these guys, because they just become, like, I can't... I don't know how to describe it, but you'll know, like, when, like, twinks just start looking like inbred, kind of... I don't know how else to describe it, but you'll know what I'm talking about when you like see some of the images of them. I'm just like, oh my god, this is terrible. Like, how are you guys like, fuck yeah, this is awesome and stuff. Like, I can't. Yeah, and it's just like, oh my god, that reminds me of like, there was this one BL where it had like this bear as the bottom and stuff, and this twink like topping him. And when I say bear, I mean actual bear, not like where like people say, oh my god, this is a bear, and then they have like no hair on them and they're like skinny or whatever. I mean, this man was plump, right? The amount of hate that creator got and stuff for having the audacity of having like a fat man bottom, they were like people were like, oh my god, ew, this is so disgusting, or blah blah, how can anybody enjoy? I'm like, what the fuck, guys? What the fuck? Yeah, I just remember seeing them get jumped so bad and stuff for having the audacity, quotation marks, of having a fat man, like, in a pairing. Like, fuck off, like, actually. And stuff. What is it? That fucking meme pic of that big-ass guy holding a shy twink with one arm? Yeah, dude, I can't do it anymore. I can't. Or just, like, I don't know, homophobic food jokes. Can we be woke? Can we be woke? Literally. Dude, there's so many, like, unironically, like, I know you're joking and stuff, but, like, there are actually so many homophobic fujos and stuff. Or, like, people that will, like, immediately jump to, like, homophobic rhetoric once it's not, like, two, like, traditionally sexy guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, so much of, like... Oh my god, I sound like woke's final boss. But I don't give a shit. What is it? So much of it is just, like, rooted in, like, beauty standards and all that shit. Because, like, once the second they're, like, not, like, fucking hot, they're like, get these two men away from me. And stuff. I don't get it. Personally, I don't get it. Or whatever. But there was also, like, oh my god. That reminds me, there was this one huge, yaoi account that, like, had, like, 50k followers and stuff. And they're like, I like fictional yaoi, but, like, if people are, like, gay IRL, like, stay away from me, and God would not want that, and all that stuff. And I was like, what? Like, they went on a whole fucking, like, homophobic, like, tirade and stuff. 50k followers, so, like, you're just ass blasting your opinion not into the void or whatever and stuff, and just being like, yeah, I just don't think like people should actually be like gay IRL and stuff. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about, man? Fujo's being homophobic sounds kind of wild when you first think about it. Yeah, but you'd be surprised by how many people are just like, yeah, I've never seen denial that bad, dude. And that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I think it's so fucking crazy. Oh my god. Like, that's why, I don't know, I think this is all like tying back to like how I was feeling about like the heated rivalry bullshit or whatever and stuff. Just like, I think I was just also just annoyed by like, what is it? I'm really happy for its reception. I really am. To be honest, I don't think it's too out of line. No, like, it's like when you really think about it, yeah, it's not that surprising and stuff, because there are plenty of people who like renounce like certain things. It's to be expected by some yeah, it's like some things are like, how do you describe it? Some people are like so indoctrinated into certain like ideals and all that stuff that they've never questioned it and all that, but they think that their consumption of certain things isn't at odds with their beliefs, if that makes sense. Or whatever, and it's just, it's frustrating to say the least. Or it's just like, oh my gosh, there's also this trend, okay, and it's very obvious when you read certain BLs and stuff. There are some BLs where it's like, the two guys will be like, I'm not gay, or whatever, and it's not internalized homophobia. Let me explain. There's sometimes where it's just like, in the author's note, they'll be like, oh yeah, the two guys aren't gay or whatever, they just happen to like each other and stuff, but they would be straight in like any other like context or whatever, or they don't even like have the idea of like bisexuality or any of that stuff. They're just like, no, he likes women and stuff and just happened to like this one guy or whatever, but he's straight. The amount of times I've seen that in author's notes is fucking crazy. I'm like, that's not okay. I think I can name like fucking like 15 BLs at least that I can think of that say that and stuff. Like, some people just really think it's just like, oh man, you know, it's just like straight guys just, you know, just happen to like one guy or whatever, and it's like chill or whatever, or they're just like, you know, this one person sexual or whatever, man. Yeah, but I think that's why I was getting like mega miffed earlier. That can be interesting if it's in the story, but if the author says they're not gay, they're just in love, yeah, that shit's crazy to me. Yeah, they'll be like, because it's interesting in the sense of like, if they're like exploring their like internalized homophobia, you know, because it can be deeper like that. You can make the story have some sort of depth, but it's never because of that. Like, it's never like actually the reason why they do it is for depth and to actually like, you know, delve into like these characters' psyche or whatever. It's just like, no, I don't want to use the G word and stuff. Yeah, the other guy was their Ryan Gosling or whatever. Yeah, it's like shit like that. Yeah, can't even have people be curious these days. Like, what are we doing? Authors giving their characters a rework. Yeah, actually giving depth to characters and you know, talking about things that actually affect them in this capacity. No, what the fuck are you talking about? Never. Yeah, but, you know, you guys know how I get about this. I'll just like, for hours. No nuance, literally no nuance allowed. And what makes it even funnier too is that when there is nuance, like, people will read it like off the tin. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my god. It's so frustrating. I mean, I've experienced this firsthand too and stuff, when you like kind of write something that has like nuance and you're not like yelling it in the audience's face, and then they'll be like, I don't get it and stuff, or they'll take it at face value. Like, oh my god, do not go into, dude, don't even get me started. It's true. And I guess it's a little frustrating and stuff, because it's like, I'm happy that people are reading, especially in a time where like media literacy is at an all-time low and stuff. Like, remember how like COVID hit and all that stuff, and what is it? They've been talking about like kids literally being unable to read and unable to like understand concepts and stuff. Like, that's crazy to me. And stuff. And so, I will take any dub that I can that people are actually going out of their way to read and enjoy stuff and all that. But it pisses me off really bad when there are people who who dedicate all their free time to reading and they're not actually reading and stuff. What is it? Because fan fiction is literature, and I think it's really cringe when people think it's not like real writing, because what is it? There's a lot of fan fiction that's better than published works, right? But people will spend time like reading all the time, but can't like dissect an idea and stuff. And it's like when this happens, I'm trying to think back to when I was in school and we had to spend so much time like parsing authors' intentions. You know, like it's like you would spend like, or you would have to write like reports like, oh, what does this line mean? Or like, what did the author mean by like, do they not do that fucking anymore? Because I swear to God, people can't read. Okay? Like, anytime you have anything that requires some semblance of nuance or inferring, people can't fucking read. And stuff. Like, it's actually pissing me off so bad. Or even like, you know, the fucking pancakes waffle tweet is fucking evergreen. Where it's like, you say you don't like pancakes, but somebody will be like, so you don't fucking like waffles? No, you say you like pancakes and they say, so you don't like waffles or whatever. And I'm like, the amount of times that like happens, like people will just be like arguing and they're on the same side, but they can't like fucking read between the lines of what the other person's saying, or just automatically like taking like one thing. I think the amount of times I've like ranted about media literacy on stream is like at least 10 times now. I think I've yelled about it at least like 10 times. I'm so sorry. I don't know how it always delves into this, but like, yeah, I don't know. Especially people who like pride themselves and say they're readers and like spend 24/7 reading and all that stuff. And then you like tell them to dissect a sentence and they can't for the life of them and stuff. Yeah, but I say the reason why I've experienced it firsthand is because sometimes I've like read comments on something that I've written and stuff, and then people will be like, I don't get it, or they'll like ask a question about something that's answered and stuff, and I'll be like, no way. I'll be like, no way, there's literally like a whole section about that and stuff, or just like, I don't know, fuck. I'm getting frustrated all over again. I need to breathe. Yeah, kids nowadays don't take AP English. Shaking my head. I mean, that's not even just taught in AP English, okay? Even when you have to, okay, I'm only gonna talk about, I guess, the American school system and stuff, but like, even when you have to take like the SATs or or all that shit and stuff, there are literally like time sections of you having to like read a poem or read like a excerpt of something and then like answer what the excerpt was saying. Or what did the writer like mean by like this, like, I guess it'll be like flowery prose, and you kind of just have to like delve under the hood and find out what it actually means and all that. Like, I feel like that's like basic like fucking English class and stuff. Do they not teach that shit anymore? I don't know. I haven't been in school for like 80 million years, so I couldn't tell you and stuff. But it wasn't just AP Lit. I know it wasn't. I did take AP Lit, but that's not just, yeah, I don't know, I'm old. Yeah. I'm like, at least when I was in school, I felt like I was educated enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I'm a bit snooty, so that could also be part of the problem. I'm sorry. I just sound like I'm just like fucking jumping everybody and all that shit. Whatever, man. I hear so many horror stories. Yeah, I do too. I just, and do not go on the teacher subreddit. Okay, do not go on the teacher subreddit. That shit makes me so sad and stuff. Just like the amount of teachers that are just like, I want to give up and stuff, or like students don't like understand or like any of that stuff. I'm like, oh my God. Like, the student has no clue about anything, but I'm getting pressure to pass. Okay. Funny thing too, my sister's a teacher. Yeah, I told you guys before I was a teaching assistant and stuff, and like the whole class was gonna fail. The whole class was gonna fail for like the one class I was TAing and stuff, because none of the students did any of the work. Not a single assignment was turned in, okay? And I would do my office hours every week, and not a single student showed up and stuff. Like, this was like the first time I'd ever seen that, because like even in other classes I've been in and stuff, at least me and some other person turned our work in or something, you know? But it was genuinely like not a single person turned their shit in and then people weren't showing up to the screenings and all that stuff, like, and I was just like, okay, so are we gonna fail them all, or what are we gonna do? And she was like, well, we can't fail them all, or else I'll get like fired or whatever. I was like, what? Because like apparently, like, if not enough students like pass your class, like it's kind of a failing on you, which is true and stuff. But I was just like, I'm the only one pushing for like the students to turn in their assignments and stuff. But while I'm pushing for them to turn them in, you just keep saying, no, it's fine. It's not fucking fine. And plus, if you keep like undermining like me, like saying they need to do the work and stuff, then I have zero authority. Not that I'm trying to be like authoritative or whatever, but like if I'm the TA and I have some semblance of like say in the work, especially because like you made me like come up with like some of the assignments and make the like syllabus and all that shit. And then the students learn to unionize. Yeah, because everybody got passed in the end anyway, even though nobody turned in their fucking work. That was like the most useless. I genuinely, I was like, I'm never fucking TAing for you ever again. I was like, that was so dog shit. That was actually dog shit and stuff. And it sucks because you guys know that, like, I know this is gonna sound crazy. You guys know I'm a serious person and stuff. I know I get on here and I'm like super goofy, all that stuff or whatever, but I'm very serious about work. Okay, some people say I'm like mega stickler and I'm annoying and stuff about the rules, but I don't know. That's the one thing I don't fuck around about. Like, I don't fuck around about education and stuff. So that was my biggest fucking pet peeve, just having to go like and take this seriously, because I'm taking time out of my schedule to host office hours. I'm taking time out of my schedule to like teach, because I also taught some classes on some nights and stuff where I taught students how to use like editing software and blah blah this stuff, right? And so it's like I'm taking my time, but you're like not taking any of this shit seriously. That shit pissed me off so bad. Whatever, man. And I don't know how I'm still mad about it this many years later and stuff, but yeah, that pissed me off so bad. And everybody passed that class, including like somebody who definitely shouldn't have passed, because there was one guy I knew who like did not turn his work into any class, because we were in all the same classes and stuff because we had the same major. So I saw this dude around like 24/7 and stuff, and also just like what is it? I would always hear him get like stern talking tos, like outside of classrooms. Whenever I went to go take a bathroom break, I would always catch him getting like yelled at, like by like professors being like, why haven't you turned anything in, blah blah. I don't know how he still graduated, because he never turned a single assignment in. Because also he was just like really obsessed with there was like this one film group or whatever and stuff that like he had gotten the reins on basically, and what is it, he just spent all his time doing that. But also like this dude was like mega rich, so he just spent like 24/7 just buying camera equipment, but then not using it because he didn't turn in his assignments, dude. So I think he just had like a hoarding problem with like equipment and all that, because like every week he would show up with like something new. Like he bought like this huge ass gimbal, bro. He bought a huge fucking gimbal, and then got like a personal like Blackmagic camera. Mind you, Blackmagic cameras, like the one he had was like 4K. Like $4,000, not like 4K like recording. Well, I mean, yeah, it had 4K to 6K or whatever and stuff. And all that, like, and he had like a few drones and like all of this shit. But it's like, why are you buying all that and you're not actually like filming for your projects? I don't even know what his final project was, because I never saw it. Because here's the thing, okay, sorry, I think I just got mega beef with this guy, not because of that, but because he would spend like 24/7 just talking about like how goated he was. Not even kidding you. He would spend like 24/7 like stroking himself off about like how amazing of like a filmmaker he was. And it's like, okay, then make a film? Like, like, I don't know. It's just, you would spend all this time just talking about like how amazing you are at like creating stuff. And I'm like, I've seen like maybe one thing you've made like ever and stuff. But yeah, he recruited me like once to do some editing for like a project or whatever and all that, and then he bragged about it like 24/7 like he did it, and I was just like, okay man. Well, okay, you know, funny thing is that I did work on like a few projects for people, because I was always like an editor for hire basically. Like even back in college I was editing for other people for like money and stuff, except for like this one project that I worked on for like over 12 hours, and the person who I did it for, they paid me in like lunchroom sushi, and it was only one. They only let me get one box of lunchroom sushi, and I was like, what the fuck, man. I was so mad. But that was also like, I sat there for 12 hours. So I worked on their piece, right? I edited for 12 hours straight because this was their final, and they were sitting next to me, right? They were sitting next to me the whole time. So they saw me sit for 12 hours. I did not get up to pee once. Honestly, I don't know how I didn't get any blood clots or anything, but I didn't get up once and stuff. And she got up like a few times, had like lunch breaks, blah, blah, all this stuff, whatever. I finished that piece in 12 hours for her film. And then she was like, okay, can you do that 5 more times? And I said, fuck you. I said, fuck you, because what are you talking about? You just saw me, like, bust my balls for one, and then you're like, yeah, can you do that? Like, what is wrong with you? And, yeah, I did get, like, really cheap sushi, and was it good? It was okay. It didn't taste as good because I was pissed as fuck and stuff. But, like, the work I did was at least worth $100, and I was mad as hell and stuff. But, yeah, there was another project I worked on, though, and I did all the editing, you know, I worked also partially as like the DP, blah, blah, all that stuff, right? And then I looked online and I saw that the person that I worked on that with, they had it in their portfolio, their online portfolio, but they took credit for all the editing. They didn't edit a single thing in that video, and they said they were the editor, and I was flabbergasted because even in the end credits it says I did the editing, but you lied on the thing and said you. Okay, man. I was like, I mean, I wonder if it's still up to this day, but I just think it's really funny that like if anyone who wants to hire you actually watches the whole video through, which they probably won't, so it doesn't matter, but it would say that I edited it, but you said that you did. So I'm confused. I was like, you couldn't have at least edited out the credits at the end and then said that you edited it? Like, you didn't even at least go through that? I don't know. Sorry, I'm still beefing with people from like 80 million years ago. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Whenever I think about like fucking college, I just remember being like pissed off 24/7. It was being pissed off 24/7. Living in the library and stuff, because I also told you guys that one time where I pulled an all-nighter and all that. I did love staying at the library like late at night. That was fun and stuff. But like, oh my gosh, I just feel like, I think it's also especially because like the film section was like the most pretentious and annoying like thing ever and stuff, because it's just like, we're all a bunch of nobodies and stuff who want to break into like, you know, a hard industry. It's a hard industry because like filmmaking really is just who you know and stuff. Like you guys only hear of like the same names like all the time because it's hard as fuck to break into it and stuff, unless you're like a nepo baby or, you know, like somebody like really famous or something and they can vouch for you and all that. But it's just like, filmmakers have huge fucking egos, but the thing is, you have to have some semblance of an ego, or because like if you don't act like you're the shit, people aren't gonna think you're the shit. It's kind of like a mixture of fake it until you make it and stuff, but I think some of all of that is also just like to protect your like sanity and stuff, you know? Like, I think some of it is definitely like a shield and all that. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, looking at an Adam Sandler movie and it's always the same cast and crew. Yeah, it's also just really funny because Adam Sandler just like does movies for fun and stuff. Like, it's not a serious thing for him and all that because he just fucks around. But like, yeah, if you keep seeing like the same actors 24/7, yeah, people are getting really tired. I think that's also why Heated Rivalry blew up a lot, because it's two newbies. Yeah, Adam Sandler just hires his friend. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I think that's why people liked Heated Rivalry, because it was a breakout piece for like the two actors. Because I mean, Connor has acted as like background characters. I think he's like a background character in Joker, and he's like a background character in Interview with the Vampire or something. But this was his and Hudson's like first like main starring roles or whatever. So I think that's why people are just like, oh my god, we need to, because I've been seeing so many discussions recently like, oh my god, we should hire less Nepo babies and hire more new fresh faces on the scene. And it's like, people have been trying to do that forever. You guys just don't watch those. It's like, part of the reason why, okay, this is just a long, I can't delve into this without talking for like 5 million hours or whatever. But part of the issue with Hollywood is that things are expensive as fuck to make, okay? Before, you could make stuff, you know, with like a shoestring and like keep it moving. I mean, you know, like there were cheaper ways to make things, but I mean, film has always been expensive, okay? And that's not just talking about, I mean like literal film, because, you know, it wasn't until like mid 2000s that stuff stopped being filmed on film. Part of the reason why it's film is because it was actually filmed on film itself, you know, with the reel, and then you put it to the projector and you blah blah and all that stuff. And it's very expensive to make mistakes and all that. What is it? Most things are like digital now. I think some things are still filmed completely on film and stuff, but like, what is it? I think I've was it Slumdog Millionaire that was like one of the first films filmed digitally on like a red camera or some shit like that. Anyway, what is it? Filmmaking industry is very expensive, okay? Nowadays, it costs like 100 million or whatever just to get the ball rolling. Like, a lot of these productions are like 100 million, 300 million, blah, blah. It's hard to turn a profit because, one, cinemas are dying, and that's mostly because of streaming services. Streaming services already choked out like cable television or whatever for the most part, and now they're turning into cable television by running ads all the time because it's not sustainable. They can't make, well, partially it's greed, for sure, like 90% of it is greed and all that, but also just like they're running ads on like fucking shit after being like, oh, we're streaming services, we don't have ads, we're better than cable television, now we're cable television but worse and stuff. But yeah, a lot of these investors don't want to take chances on movies that they're afraid that will flop and stuff. Original stories aren't like doing as well. Thank you! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to welcome. Yeah, original stories aren't doing as well and stuff. Having original films blow up, like Sinners is like a rarity and stuff. Like, well, one, it was a fucking banger and stuff, but turning a profit on like these original stories, that's why there's so many fucking remakes and stuff, because you know that you're at least gonna make some money back from a remake because it's source material that people already know and will be more willing to go out and try, because what keeps cinema alive really is word of mouth and stuff. Like, yes, you can pay like millions of dollars for advertisement and all that stuff, but what's really important is people being like, hey, you should go out and see this or blah blah, because it's harder to get people in the theaters nowadays and all that. So that's why investors are just like, man, we can't really be creative. Yeah, some of it's greed for sure. I mean, I can tell you most of it's greed, but like a good portion is like nobody wants to support original ideas. Nobody wants to get fresh talent in the theaters because, you know, if you bring like big name actor, you're at least gonna make some of your money back. And three, these productions are expensive as fuck. And turning a profit while nobody wants to go to the cinema is ass. And also, I mean, part of this can also be attributed to COVID. We can also say that because, movie theaters took a huge hit during that time too, obvi. But yeah, Sinners was so good. It was really good. And the soundtrack, oh my god, really the soundtrack, oh, so fucking good. And the acting was fucking amazing. Yeah, I loved watching Sinners. But, what is it? Yeah, it just sucks. That's why I like watching, independent productions and stuff. But also, like, a lot of the stuff I watch is normally relegated to streaming services. It really sucks. Because I do prefer watching stuff at the movies because the sound is balanced. A lot of movies are made for the big screen and stuff, and so the audio normally tends to, like, you know, when you watch a show or movie and stuff and you might be like, the audio is not balanced at all, like there might be some, like, sound effects, like whenever there's like something crashing into something or something exploding and it's significantly louder than everything else. It's because it was made for the theater. Because when it plays in the theater, the sound like reverberates off the walls and it like really puts you in that scene or blah blah, all that stuff. It's really only made for that. Like, a lot of movies aren't made to be streamed at home. I hate when I can't hear people talk. Yeah, it's partially because that was made to be heard in theaters where the audio, like the music, won't be overtaking their voices and all that stuff. It's mixed fucking terribly. Shit is mixed for theaters, not mixed for home television. They would have to do a complete re-edit of films to have them like ready for. That's why normally nowadays, if you're watching a film that's made to be streamed, the audio will be significantly better because they're editing it for your home TV. But also, home TVs are different. Everybody's TV at home is very different, so audio might sound really good mixed on one, might sound terrible on the other. Oh my god, I sound like such a fucking nerd. Sorry. This is my job, so teehee. Yeah, you got a ring you needed? Oh, yay, congrats. Yeah, so it just really sucks, because a lot of things are just, film is expensive, okay? Yeah, I don't, and also what makes it worse is, on top of all of this, like, CG artists and all that are getting underpaid as fuck because they're on crazy crunch times, because to cut corners to make more money and stuff, on top of that, you know, there's less staging going on and more like post effects that they have to do, post VFX and all that, and then they're paying the people who are doing all the VFX artists and the CG artists and blah blah, all that stuff. They're paying them like 2 cents so they can at least turn a profit. Like, fucking diabolical industry, dude. Absolutely diabolical. It just really sucks that people will go into school or self-teach themselves about how to do like VFX work and CG and all that stuff just to get absolutely fucked over and stuff. And then you'll have all the reviews online afterwards being like, oh my god, the fucking CG was dog shit in this. Well, yeah, they're getting paid 2 cents and they're having to do it in fucking a week and stuff. So it just breeds more and more, like, if we could spend more time having people be able to film as long as they want, edit as long as they want, but it's just also like people are like, I want a new film now and I want this. It's the same thing with like, Game Freak, but I'm not excusing Game Freak. Okay, I'm not. But it's the same thing where like people want a new Pokemon game every year, but they don't want to wait 5 years for a new Pokemon game. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I mean, now they're starting to slow down on their releases, which is better or whatever. But it just used to be like such a, like, have to churn out like 24/7 and all that stuff. And while people say that they would love, to wait for better crafted things, it's just absolutely not true. Like, there are so many times where I just see people comment like, I would love if, you know, the franchises I love took like 7 years and like paid everyone well and blah blah that stuff. You're lying and stuff, because you'll die without like having something in like your hands in 2 years or whatever, right? We already saw people like mega tweaking for Silksong for 7 years and stuff, and all that. But it's just like, yeah, it would be nice to have these like crafted things, but you know, instant gratification is a bitch. Everybody wants what they want when they want it at their hands 24/7 and all that stuff. It's just like, everything has become such like fast-paced consumerism. It's the same with like, you know, there's a new fad every week and stuff, and there's just like, if you're not like on this new trend now and you're not consuming this new thing now, it's just everything is now. And it's like people can't wait for, you know, like the next best thing. And it's also why, like, you know, how every once in a while there's these like really banger things that come out, and then you realize that this person was like banking everything on this one thing, and they spent like 10 years working on it. Like, I find that a lot of hidden gems are things that have been worked on for like years and years and stuff, but it's like we don't have time for that. It's like you can't live, it's also partially just like you can't live on 2 cents until your next big hit comes out. You know what I'm saying? It's like people can't afford to like actually spend time on things and stuff because they can't live without money. It's since there's like such fast consumerism, and also just like you can't live at lower wages anymore. Like fucking livable wages, like even like 10 years ago, are like fucking impossible to get by on now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like we don't have time to dedicate to actually making like amazing things. But also we can't afford to pay people to make these amazing things. And also we want what we want now, and it has to happen now. Yeah, memes don't even last months now. Yeah, true. And Metroid 4 Prime, I haven't even heard anybody talk about it. So, was it that bad? If it takes 7 years to release something, I'll forget that it was ever going to happen for 6.8 years and then see it be like, oh, I forgot this was a thing that could happen. My thing is, personally, for me, I was, like, counting every millisecond until Silksong came out, but that was just because, like, that was, like, the game that was keeping me going and stuff. But, like, I wasn't like, you guys need to release it now, and stuff. But, yeah, I'm really glad with how Silksong turned out because it's beautiful and stuff. But, yeah, it's just a lot of factors and stuff. It really sucks because there's so much, like, fresh talent out there that we could be watching more amazing films and all that stuff, but it's just like, one, investors don't see a future in that. Two, people aren't supporting those projects when they come out, because there's definitely stuff that I've watched and enjoyed and been like, why the fuck didn't this blow up? And it's like there's so many factors as to like something doing well or not. It's like, one, it's got to come out during, you know, a good time of year that people want to watch it. Two, enough people have to watch it for it to like spread around and people be like, if you haven't watched this, blah blah. It's like drumming up hype. It's like all of this shit, all of these factors that can like affect these productions and stuff. And you don't know that you could have $1 billion idea, you could have the best idea in the world, but if the marketing isn't up to snuff, if the timing is at the same time as another big box office film, or, you know, it's just like so many factors that can really fuck you over. Like, guys, if we're being so fucking real, if Genshin dropped any other time outside of COVID, Hoyo wouldn't have blown up like it did. That's like another example. You know, it's just like there's certain things, or like Animal Crossing New Horizons wouldn't have done as well, because Animal Crossing was a pretty niche, not mega niche, but like it wasn't one of Nintendo's best selling titles and stuff. But New Horizons blew up because it was during COVID. You know, it probably would have just sold like an okay amount like another Animal Crossing title sold. But it's just like, yeah, nobody would have given a country fuck about Genshin, considering that like almost nobody cares about Honkai Impact 3rd or whatever, if like COVID didn't hit and people were spending time like playing Genshin together, you know? Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad about it because, I mean, I don't like Genshin, but I love Honkai Star Rail, so, I mean, I'll take what I can get. Because if they didn't, like, readapt Kevin into Finan, I would have exploded. I loved Kevin, by the way, like, since forever and stuff, and I love Finan, so that's my fucking goat. But yeah, if Finan didn't exist, I would be exploding internally. I say this as I'm looking at my Finan merch wall. I have a whole like board like covered in his merch, so that's my goat. I think he's my emotional support white boy. He and Mighty are, because damn, Yeah, Lafayette by osmosis. That's my fucking goat. That's why he's the goat. Yeah, he's like, what is it? Yeah, Kevin is fucking goated. Anyway, I just went into that long tirade just to be like, yay, fighting. No, but, yeah, I just think it's really sad. I mean, I would definitely love to see more fresh faces in the film industry, but it's just like, you can't make people go to the box office. You can't make people buy tickets. You can't make people enjoy what you want to enjoy or whatever. But you can support projects by like streaming them or whatever. It does suck though when like really good shit gets canceled though, because it doesn't get enough streams. That's why I hate when stuff gets on Netflix. Fuck Netflix, okay? Because they'll just cancel shit. It doesn't matter how well it's doing or whatever. It is actually so frustrating. Like, there were so many like good independent projects that end up on there, but just get taken off the service because they don't get like 5 billion views on the first day. Netflix actually sucks and stuff, but also it just sucks because Netflix like killed Redbox and like everything. So I don't even know how Netflix works, brother. They don't even reveal any of that stuff for real. Like, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. They have like, they know how many times stuff is streamed. If they just don't want to have it on their platform anymore, they can just choose to and make up some bullshit reason and stuff. They can be like, oh my god, it didn't get like 100 million streams in like a week, take it down or whatever. Yeah, they remove, yes, and that's the next thing. It's like they get the rights for these things and take them off, and then there's no fucking like backup for them. Like, I mean, I don't give a fuck about Voltron anymore, but Voltron it's getting taken off, and there's no like any other place that you can stream it and stuff. Like, Netflix will take these titles, buy the rights to them, and then remove them from their site, and then you can't get it anymore. What? Yeah. I think Voltron's getting taken off like forever. Yes, it is the blueprint. It actually is like the origin of like anti-pro blah blah all that bullshit. And I was there at the front lines. Don't fucking remind me of that time. I never want to go back to that ever again. Absolutely doo-doo dog shit. And it literally, it sucks so bad being back in it, because once I got out of that bullshit, I stepped away from fandom for like a few years, and now I'm back in fandom, and the bullshit's still the same as when I left. You know how fucking annoying that is? You know how fucking annoying that is? Like, oh my, and suddenly everybody's like that. Yeah, before it was like contained in that one stupid fucking fandom, and then now it's everywhere. And now we got people with these stupid fucking basic do not interact bullshit and blah blah blah, whatever. Anyway, I have like, yeah, can we enjoy shit normally? Thank you. There's no need to do all this stupid shit. Honestly, controversial opinion. Well, it's not controversial, it's the truth, but people will like fucking shit their pants if you say this. All of that shit boils down to your preferences and what you do and don't want to see. Okay? And people don't know that they can cultivate the timelines and enjoy shit by blocking people. You can block people. You can mute phrases. You can just fucking do all of that. I know that might come as a shock, but you can mute people, mute words, and enjoy what the fuck you want to like. Okay? You see something you hate? Click out. Close the tab. Fucking turn to the next page of something else. Like, people act like they're too good for the block button. I know. And stuff. Like, literally, I've cultivated my experience so fucking awesome. I never see anything I don't like. But if I see something I don't like, am I gonna jump the person? No, I don't give a country fuck. I'm gonna block and move on. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's so crazy to me that people just like, so much of it stems from entitlement, and it's like, oh my god, the world has to revolve around me and everything has to be the way I like it. If you enjoy this piece of media or you enjoy this in a way I don't like, fuck you and blah blah and all that stuff. And it's like, who gives a fuck? So much stuff could literally be solved by you not giving a fuck. I don't know. Sorry. It sounds like I give a lot of fucks, but I give a fuck in the way of like, you shouldn't care how other people are consuming things. It has no effect on you and stuff. And you having to like try to police or like say that people should do things a certain way or blah blah, that stuff, all you're doing is wearing yourself thin. Like, you're stressing yourself out over something that can easily be remedied by muting them and moving on and stuff. Like, back in my day, over like 15 years ago, people called it don't like, don't read. and people said they had squicks or whatever, and it would just be like, I just don't want to interact or see this, so I'm just gonna block it. Please don't take it personally if you're blocked. That's literally how it would go. You would just have your list of like, okay, these are things that I can't really deal with or whatever. If you like them, that's totally fine, but I'm just gonna block it and mute it, so if I don't see your post, that's why. Like, that's literally it. And stuff. But now it's just like, oh my god, I have to comment on this thing that I fucking hate and stuff, and then tell this person to like explode themselves just because I don't like it. Like, when did everything become so self-centered? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think everything has really just moved. I mean, well, this all stems into a lot of other problems and stuff that we have like nowadays. People are just so self-centered and so centered around like what affects them rather than thinking of the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many things can be attributed, negative things nowadays can be attributed to people being selfish as fuck. You know? Same thing with like people wanting equality, but other people just can't stand, like, where they think that equality is like fucking terrible and stuff because it'll bring everybody to the same level. They're like, fuck that, no, I don't want to be on the, like, what the fuck? How could you hear the word equality and be like, that's something terrible? You know, like, sorry, I'm not gonna get on my fucking podium and just be whatever, who gives a fuck. So much of people's public facing morality is just retroactive justification for their taste and feeling. That's the best way you can put it. So much of people's taste just really stems from, I want things to be this way, and so everybody else has to listen to the way I want it. No one gives a fuck. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. People will be like, oh my god, I can't stand to see these two guys kissing, but I'm gonna go and interact with everybody who has them kissing, and then it's the only thing that shows up on my timeline because it's the only thing I interact with. Like, are you kidding me? People will be like, I can't stop seeing this thing that I hate because you keep interacting with the thing that you hate, that fucking bird that I hate. If you would stop interacting with it, it would stop showing up. Wow, who would have fucking thought? Yeah, that's the other thing. Okay, well, it's that, but also partially, like, so many algorithms are just made to piss you off. Hi, Neat, thanks for paying your daily admission fee. You know, like, when I'm on fucking dog shit Twitter and stuff, Twitter will keep, like, rage baiting you to keep you on the site more. And stuff. Like, I'll say stuff, like, occasionally on my timeline that is, like, whoa, not anywhere near what I would, like, be into or any of that stuff. And then I just have to keep pressing not interested or blocking it and stuff. And it happens every once in a while because most of the time my feed is cultivated to the way I want it. But sometimes it'll just be absolute rage bait. And I'll be like, what the fuck? Yeah, when I see shit I don't like on my timeline, I just go like some things until that topic goes. See, that's exactly, yeah, it gives you elite rage bait that you have to cleanse out yourself, you know? My For You page was rage baiting me by sending me Genshin content, even if I kept saying not interested. That happens to me too. I have every variation of Genshin muted alongside all of the characters too in every common Genshin tag. I don't like Genshin. I just really don't. Sorry, I just don't fuck with it. And stuff. I used to fuck with it years ago, but it's just to me. And every time I've attempted to play it again, I hate it and stuff. So people like to complain about things that's ultimately harmless stuff at the end of the day, especially when it's actual tangible problems in real life that should be focused on. I mean, it's always just how do I describe it? It's true. It's true and stuff, but it's also like, I mean, people can be multitasking and all that, but yeah, half the shit they just focus on is just not important in the grand scheme of things. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, that's why I always find, like, when I'm in fandom, I just want to enjoy the content that I want to enjoy. I don't want to spend time like, life already sucks. Like, everything else already sucks. Why spend more time just pissing yourself off when you can curate stuff to make it awesome? You know, like, you have control over this one thing in your life. Grab that control and lock the fuck in, you know? I just think it's really, really stupid to spend time, like, just being pissed while enjoying something you enjoy. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that just, like, engage in, like, fandom discourse 24/7, and it's like, isn't this supposed to be, like, the haven where you're whip dabbing and nay-naying? You know? I don't know. I just think it's so crazy. I just want to make my two dolls over here kiss, and then everybody else is like, you shouldn't make those dolls kiss. What the fuck? I'm like, whatever, man. It's all deeply unserious. It's deeply unserious. I think that's what we can boil it down to. How do we get into this from me talking about, like, we were talking about, like, the film industry and how doo-doo dog shit it is and breaking out there to fucking two guys kissing. Yeah, whip dab nay nay heaven. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But whatever, man. Damn, I really need to make some tea after stream because my throat hurts. Oh, and then what else? Oh, I do have to walk my dog soon. So, no, I'll give it a few more. Yeah, media culture currently sucks ass. Yeah. I think that's what it can all boil down to. Everything just sucks ass and stuff. I want to watch more interesting concepts. I want to watch more interesting original movies. And I want them to not star like the same 5 fucking people and stuff. Like, man, it really is the same fucking 5 people. And then if I wanna watch like animated movies, I want them to be actually voiced by like voice actors and not actors for their voice. Like, there are some actors that can voice act. That is 100% true. But sometimes people just pick them for the big name, and they're not the best like voice actor, not the best actor voice for the job. Whatever, man. Whatever. Yeah, it's just, I want to see more, but it's like, you can only support in so many ways. It needs to be less commercial. Yeah, we need more experimental films, but people don't want to watch experimental films. Like, there's one experimental low-budget film that I really like. What is it? It's called Madeline's Madeline. Okay, Madeline's Madeline. Yeah, it's a 2018 film. Oh, whatever. And it's an independent film. Wait, hold on. Whoa, why are the reviews? I like it. I like this film, but the reviews are like, eh, but I like the cinematography of it. Cause what is it? The DP, right? I met her in person, so I might sound like a little biased or whatever, but, what is it? No, I really like the cinematography of this film and stuff. And also, like, the main actress for the film, is a independent. Well, that was like her first role. It was her first role. Okay, yeah. I knew I wasn't tripping. Yeah, that was her first role ever, and she ate that shit up. Genuinely, the acting in that was fucking amazing. But yeah, it's an independent production. Wait! What? She was in I Saw the TV Glow? I know, I've heard a lot of people talk about that. Oh, whatever. But she was in that? Wow. Wow. Do you have a list somewhere of favorite films or film recs? I do not. You know, it's really funny that I sound like a snooty film person, but I don't have a letterbox or anything. Maybe I'll sit down and actually get around to it and stuff. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm someone with a film degree that doesn't like watching films that much. Yeah, I know. I prefer reading books. I'm more of a book person and stuff. What? I know. What is it? I do love film. I'm more of a, I'm more of a post-production person. I edit. I video edit for the most part, and I edit films and all that stuff. But I don't like watching them that much, but it's also because I have really bad ADHD and stuff. Yeah, part of the reason why I can't get into films is because I can't focus for like more than 2 seconds. And that's partially why I like going to the cinema, because there's nothing else I can really do except for like stare at the screen. So it makes it a bit easier for me, but if I try to watch like a movie at home, I can't. Did you read that? No, I did not read that. Yeah, it's really bad. And it really sucks because like half the time when I'm watching something, I'll just start thinking about some train of thought and then I stop paying attention. Yeah, you can read a book in 10 sections. Yeah, but you can't watch a movie. Exactly. That's why I like reading more, because it's just easier for me to go at my own pace and stuff. But if I miss like one line of dialogue in a movie, I fucked the whole sauce and stuff. Cause like later on there will be like, oh yeah, and it just sucks. Well, it's easier if I'm watching something at home because I just rewind like 20 times and stuff. But oh my god, yeah, my ADHD is terrible. Yeah, and it's not like, oh my gosh, I have like ADHD, I'm an iPad kid or whatever. No, I have diagnosed ADHD and stuff, and it sucks. And it's not like, oh my god, I'm so quirky, this is so awesome, or whatever. No, it's like, man, this is debilitating, I can't get shit done. I'll entertain myself these days in whatever short-term ways I can manage to capture my attention for a short duration. Yeah, that's me. Literally right now, I have like, what is it, like fucking 3 things to do, but I can't stay focused for like, I've literally wasted like the past 3 days, and I don't even know how I've wasted them. Like that's also the worst thing about ADHD. It's like the time dilation fucking problem where like either one, you have like one important thing for the day, so you waste all the time around that one thing until it happens and then you can focus again and stuff. Or 2, a whole day goes by and you don't know how the fuck you spent it and stuff. Because I could not tell you, if you ask me what did I do yesterday and what did I spend doing and stuff, even though I know I had a lot of shit to do, I can't remember and stuff. Which really sucks, because I have something that's like due like in 4 days and I still haven't like really locked in. I hate YouTube shorts. That's what's getting you recently, watching a bunch of YouTube shorts. Lol. But yeah, I do want to make it my what is it? I do want to make it my New Year's resolution and actually work on it to actually watch films next year. I do want to make a letterboxd. I was thinking about it and stuff. Excuse me, but I want to fill it with like more independent films. I mean, one of my favorite films ever is Parasite, but I feel like that's so like I feel like that's a basic pick or whatever. It's not basic because the movie's fucking amazing, but like I feel like everybody and their mom has like Parasite somewhere on their list. It's so good and stuff, and it's frying me so bad because I've been telling my mom for years to watch it and stuff. And she's been like reluctant to start it or whatever. And then when I put it on, when I tell you, she did not like look away from the screen the second it started. Like that fried me so bad. She was just like, oh, I don't know or whatever. And then we watched it and then like we talked about it for like an hour after finishing it and stuff. Cause she loved it that bad and stuff. And I was like, see, I told you all this time to watch this fucking banger and stuff. I love Parasite. And stuff, but it was part of the reason why we watched it, LOL, too, was because we had watched Good Fortune like a week before and stuff. And while I don't think Good Fortune is bad, right? I felt like it felt flat when it was like talking about like wealth disparity and all that stuff. Like I don't know, it had Good Fortune had a good message and stuff. But you gotta watch it more as a comedy. I mean, it is a comedy. That is the genre of the movie and stuff. But if you try to like read it, it's a comedy that tries to have a very serious message at the end and wants you to take the serious message seriously. Like it's not a movie that takes itself seriously until that point and stuff. And then it just kind of feels like very ham-fisted and falls very flat. And that annoyed me a little bit because I kept talking about it. I talked about it a bit more eloquently than I am right now. And stuff, but I vented my frustration about this, and then my mom kept telling everybody like, oh, Sad fucking hated that movie, by the way. And I was like, I didn't hate the movie. I thought it was cute. But the moral of the story shit towards the end was just like, I don't know. It felt so flat for me and stuff, especially because it's just starring a bunch of wealthy people. It's like wealthy people being like, it really sucks that poor people get fucked on and stuff. That's how you can kind of like condense it a little bit and stuff. But it was just like, I mean, but when you have a bunch of wealthy people telling you that, it kind of falls flat. You know what I'm saying? Because like, if all of the actors in that film, right, were some like D-list like celebrities who had never gotten a big break or any of that stuff, the message would have been better received, right? But it was deeply unserious to me because of that. So, I mean, whatever, man. But, I mean, it was a good movie in the comedy sense. It was really good, and my mom's favorite part is the part where Keanu Reeves is like, being a human couldn't be that bad. Because he's an angel. In that movie, he's an angel who wants to directly intervene with, like, humans' lives, and he actually wants to, like, help people because he feels like, I don't know, he doesn't... So his job is to, like, stop people from like car accidents or whatever, so he'll like tap them on the shoulder and then they'll like be like, oh my gosh, let me turn, blah blah, this stuff, right? But he overhears another angel like talking about their direct intervention with humans and how they changed the course of somebody's life like forever because their life was like absolute dog shit, right? And he gets inspired by that and he's like, oh my god, I want to help somebody. So then he goes to help this guy, but then he makes his life significantly worse and stuff. And the guy he's trying to help is some dude who's like extremely poor and has to do like all of these he does like this app where he like does tasks for other people and blah blah that stuff, and he almost dies in a car accident. The angel saves him, blah blah that stuff. But then he ends up getting his car towed, and then he ends up losing his house. He loses everything, all that stuff, right? But then there's like this rich guy who he ends up working for, and he lives like this really lavish life. And the poor guy kind of gets a taste of the rich guy's life by working for him, but then he makes one mistake. Mind you, this rich guy has like billions of dollars. He makes one mistake, uses the company card to treat his girlfriend to like something nice because, you know, he can't afford anything and all that, and he gets instantly fired even though he was told he could use the company card for whatever, right? And then he's like, my life's absolute shit, I just want to swap places with this guy or whatever, right? But what is it? So he does end up swapping places with the rich guy, but then he gets like so drunk off of being rich and all that that he completely fucks over the rich guy, whatever, right? So then the angel and the rich guy end up like spending time together, and he's like, oh, being a human couldn't be that bad. And then like right after he says that, the next scene is him smoking a cigarette like outside and looking like he's worked like 90 years in the food industry. It's fucking hilarious. The cut there is, it's amazing. It's great comedic genius or whatever, right? But I like the movie later on wants you to take it like seriously, and it's like this shit is so deeply unserious. What movie is this? Good Fortune. I think it just left theaters and stuff because I don't remember watching it that long ago and stuff. Like I think I definitely watched it like 2 months ago or something and all that. It's a really funny movie though. Yeah, but I just thought that like the message the messaging was not like it was the equivalent of staring straight into the camera and being like, it really sucks when rich people take advantage of poor people. And it was like that. Like, I mean, not that the like premise was supposed to be subtle, but it was like really ham-fisted. A little all A-listers, yeah. And then talking about, I mean, you know what? It is important that you know, rich people do speak about like there being a wealth disparity, and because, you know, people tend to listen more to other people who have made it, or tend to listen to people from a demographic that they want to listen to, you know, like that kind of thing. But the film would have been a little bit better if they had a bit more actors that were unknown, because it was all A-listers. Yeah, but I mean, whatever. The movie was good. I thought the movie was good. I thought it was a really cute comedy and stuff. But my mom kept thinking that I fucking hated it, and then would tell everybody that I fucking hated it. And I was like, I didn't! But then I made her watch Parasite, and she's like, oh, I see why you're a bit snooty about this. Because I think Parasite does a really good job of, showing the wealth disparity, but also just showing, like, just the ignorance of people who are wealthy. It's really good. I fucking love Parasite. Thanks for paying your daily mission fee. Thank you. Also, hi Dong. Hello. Yeah. But yeah, that's it. I think that's it for me for all my movie yap. Because, yeah, I can't really think of that many movies in recent years that I like that much, other than, you know, like Sinners. I really liked Transformers 1, but you guys know that because after I watched it, literally the stream after, I didn't shut the fuck up about it the whole time. I fucking love Transformers 1. It was amazing. I think it was, like, the perfect amount of, like, comedy and cheesiness, but, like, and it didn't take itself, like, seriously, but it did well enough. Like, what is it? I think Transformers 1's fucking amazing. I'm really sad that it tanked in the box office. That will actually forever piss me off and stuff, because let's see how well Transformers by Michael Bay did. Let's check. So, let's see, because I remember I watched all of the Transformers movies back in the day. Yeah, so the original Transformers, holy fucking shit. It made 700 million? Oh my god. Yeah, the original did, but that also, okay, we have to take into account this was in 2007 and film was doing better then. 800 fucking million? Okay, guys, never mind. Yeah, these films were doing fucking amazing. Oh, the last one in 2023 did it did okay. It only made like 200 million profit. Yeah. Yeah, the last one did or whatever. But oh my god, yeah, they did do amazing, but to be fair, I did watch all of those in theaters. But I'm so sad that Transformers 1 fucking tanked. Yeah, it lost profit, dude. It didn't make profit. Its budget was 147 million and made 129 million. Like, fuck me, man. They're not making a sequel. They're not making a fucking sequel because it tanked. And fuck you guys, because this movie fucked. It was so good. Yeah. I know an IRL who's balls deep into Transformers, Yoy. I am too. Yowie. Yeah, I am too. I fucking love Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime tops for me, though. He tops Megatron, so. One was praised to those who actually watched it, but not enough people went. It's such a shame. I know, because it was a fucking banger. But to be fair, the marketing campaign for Transformers 1 was really weak because I didn't even know it was out until I went to the theaters, and then I was like, I want to watch that. And stuff, so. It sucks. I will forever be sad because they did say they planned to make like a trilogy, but it's not looking like there will be one and stuff because it didn't make a profit. Fuck, man, I'm actually so mad. Like, this will forever, like, haunt me and stuff because it was so fucking good and stuff. Ugh. Like, the pacing was amazing. The comedy was good, right? And, like, all of the... I don't know. It was so good. I wish I could watch it, like, 80 million times. I'm going to when the disc arrives. Thank you again, Viddy! I'm gonna watch it so many times. Oh my god. Ah! No, I loved it so bad. I'm actually so mad. Because I think it's the perfect, like, kind of cheesy movie, but it's not, like, too cheesy. And stuff. It's just right. I think that's, like... It's definitely one of my top favorite films, like, ever and stuff. Yeah, and fuck it. I did get emotional watching it. Hi, Zeb. Thanks for paying your daily admission fee. And stuff. But also, to be fair, I've watched, like, Transformers, like, my whole life. I think Transformers is fucking awesome and stuff. And it's so funny because, like, I never, like, shipped any of the Transformers until I saw Transformers 1. And I was like, oh my god, Optimus with Megatron is actually kind of goated and stuff. Yeah, it's really funny considering that I didn't... Yeah, but the Michael Bay movies were okay. I do remember watching all of them and stuff. Yeah, but my mom's favorite has always been Bumblebee. Yeah, low-key, I like Chris Hemsworth's performance too, despite you being one of the actors not very... Yeah. I thought the voice acting was really good. The voice acting was really good. Everything about it was good. Fuck, why did it tank in the box office? Fuck. If I could rewind time and make everybody watch it, I would. I would. Fuck. It sucks so bad. No, this is the case. I want to tell them that I'll do crazy things for them to do. Crazy things for them to do sequel. Homies don't want to watch an animated movie? Well, the thing, it was more, it felt less animated and more like, you know, like who the fuck doesn't like kick-ass robots? You know? Like, I think the reason why they re-released it too is because, well, you know, Transformers has always been like a toy selling franchise and stuff, and their main demographic is, you know, like young boys and all that. And I think part of the reason why they wanted to bring it back was just kind of like, you know, to advertise that again and stuff. But it's like, how the fuck do you not think like kick-ass robots are not awesome? Yeah, I think it's just also just like Americans. Yeah, I think it's so funny because I think anime has taken over so much that people don't really fuck with like kick-ass robots anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's all about like aura farming and all that shit. But when I was younger, it's like, fuck yeah, I love my Hot Wheels and I love my fucking Transformers. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just like, oh my god, Gojo. Yeah, I think if it was like a solo leveling or like all that stuff, everybody and their mom would want to go. But now like kick-ass robots seems like it phased out and stuff. Meanwhile, I'm like, I fucking love robots, dude. Yeah, I think that might be it too. Because, what is it? Chainsaw Man Ray's arc did well and stuff. Yeah, I saw the end of Eva last year in theaters like 10 times and nobody was really in the theater. Yeah, nobody's fucking with kick-ass mechas anymore and stuff. Like, I don't really hear mecha animes like fucking popping off as much. You know, excluding like Gundam. I know the last Gundam season did pretty well. But Gojo, I've never... Okay, I watched like 3 episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen, didn't fuck with it, and I have never finished it, so I literally fucking know nothing and stuff. I just couldn't get into it, but also I couldn't get into it because Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen kind of have like the same kind of vibe going on and stuff at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? They kind of share the same vibe, and I like Chainsaw Man, so I couldn't really do Jujutsu Kaisen either. Yeah, because people want action with goonbait or aura farming. Yeah, it's just like such a specific demographic you have to target now that I feel like if you're not... Excluding Chainsaw Man, it was awesome. I saw, I told you guys I saw it in theaters and stuff when my mom knocked out like 2 seconds in and then saw the ending and was like, what the fuck? It's boring until Shibuya arc, but I still think it's yawn. I think it's yawn. When I tried it, I thought it was yawn as fuck. Thanks for bringing your daily mission fee, Siren. Thank you. Yeah, I just... They adapted Raise's arc, like, really well. They adapted her arc really good. I mean, really well. Why'd I say really good? Really good, man. And stuff. It fit movie format. And also the animation was fucking banger. The animation was just absolutely gorgeous, for the movie. But, I will say... I couldn't watch it 30 times, though. There was this one guy that watched it like 30 times and kept buying tickets for people to watch it and stuff. And I was like, it wasn't that fucking much of a banger to watch it that many times. You gotta be tweaking and stuff. Yeah, I thought it was good, but I loved Look Back more, obviously, but you guys know how I am. I thought Look Back made me cry. And it was an amazing adaptation. Holy fuck. I loved it. And also, like, the really hand-drawn, like, yeah, maybe I can watch clips, but not the whole movie. Yeah, I cannot watch the whole movie again. Excuse me. I also cried, yeah. I love to Look Back so bad. It's so good. Now, Look Back, I could watch 30 times, maybe. And stuff. But I can't wait to see more Fujimoto stuff adapted and stuff. I'm very excited for whatever's coming next. But, you know, I really like Fujimoto and all that, but it's kind of crazy because, you know, I was a fan, like, way back when, so, back with, like, Fire Punch. Anyway, Look Back, the art movie, yes, it is. I think I just adapted a bunch of one-shots, yeah, I did hear that. I need to watch more stuff. I'm just not on top of what's in theaters and stuff, because I missed One Battle at a Time, I think it's called. I wanted to watch that, but it's out of theaters already. Every time I find something I'm interested in watching, it's already gone. And also, I just think it's really funny about the Wicked craze and all that stuff because, God, I'm gonna sound so annoying. Like, I feel like every time I say something, I sound like such a hipster, but it's like, I was into Wicked like over 15 years ago, like, you know, before it got adapted into a movie. I saw the Broadway show of Wicked and stuff, and that's why I'm like, it's frying me so bad when there's like, I think this is the equivalent of like how I was just like baby's first like BL earlier with like heated rivalry and stuff. I feel like it's so crazy that people are like, oh my god, Wicked's kind of fire, and I'm like, it's been fire. Have you not watched the play? Have you not read the script? Like, fuck. Yeah, no, I'm being a hater. If they ever like readapted Phantom of the Opera, Phantom of the Opera has like 4 adaptations or so, I believe, because there's like, I saw it on Broadway, and then there's a bunch of adaptations, but none of them are really like, none of them hit like seeing it in person do. Yeah, let's see how many adaptations it has. Hold on. I know there's a movie. I think there's 2 movies? How many? Yeah, the movie's like meh and stuff in comparison to, people used to believe me about Wicked, love it now, shaking my head. I know. Okay, can I tell you guys a really funny story? So sorry, I haven't even told you. Embarrassing story. So I had this one teacher who hated me. Okay, he hated me so bad. And you might be like, sad, how do you know that? Well, funny thing is that when I went to go graduate, he was like, I was wrong about you this entire time, and you know, I was rude to you all this time, and you're actually not a bad person, blah blah, all that stuff. Mind you, I'm a kid, okay? And this dude hated me, like had a seething hatred for me and all that stuff. But I think it didn't help that I was neurodivergent and I didn't know then and stuff. And the problem with and part of the issue is that why you might be like, sad, why is that important? It's because at that school or whatever, you had to be very not neurodivergent, if that makes sense. Like, if you showed like any signs of like, you know, any of that, it's like you would get jumped, basically. To give an example, basically, it's like there was one class where if you raised your hand and you used any filler words of like any of that stuff, you were cut off. You were not allowed to continue speaking and stuff. So the second you said a filler word or any of that stuff, you're done. You're done. No more talking. Okay, sorry, this all, anyway. So funny thing, here's the funny story. Let me just get onto that. We were all in a car, right? Because, mind you, this dude hated me. Okay, it's important to this story. We're all in a car because I ended up getting on a trip because I don't even remember how I was invited to this, but it was like basically a trip because I earned it or whatever because of my grades or some shit, or I can't even remember the fucking reason. Anyway, we're all in a car and Defying Gravity is playing. And we're all singing it, like, it's like me and like 5 other people and the teacher that fucking hates me, right? And we're all singing it together and stuff, and he's like pointing to people and they're like singing it, blah blah stuff. And you know, it gets to the part where it's like, and you got to bring her down, like that part, right? So I'm singing. So it's my turn, and I'm like the section, and I'm like belting my lungs off, and he turns to me and he's like, "Be quiet." Mind you, we're all singing it. Mind you, we're all singing the fucking song. And he yells at me to shut the fuck up. And I was like, what did I do wrong? I was like, what the fuck did I do wrong? Everybody's singing this song song. Why are you jumping me? He's like, be quiet. We're in the neighborhood and you're being loud and da-da-da, all that stuff. And I turn around, I'm looking at everybody else. They're looking at me like question mark, like the fuck, why is he jumping you? While we're all mid-note. Oh my God, that shit. Oh my God, that shit still gets me. Oh my God, yeah, so whenever, I'm gonna be so real with you guys, whenever I think of Wicked, I think of that moment. I think of that moment so bad. Yeah, and also, so random. But, well, not random, but correlation to this is that, so in order to see these Broadway plays and stuff, you had to pass a test, right? So there were normally like 2 tests, and all that. And I was the only person in the class who got an A on both exams and stuff for, to watch Wicked on Broadway, which meant that I got, like front row seats with the guy who hates me, with the teacher who hates me, right? Yeah, I was the only person who got an A on both, and stuff. So that meant that I was supposed to be the only person that like sat there and stuff because that's how it worked, right? But he hated me so bad and stuff that he like found a way to like bullshit and get some other people who like fucking tanked and I was like, what was the point then of me like studying hard and getting an A on both of these when not a single other person did and all that stuff if you're gonna say fuck me? Because then I had to get moved. And oh my God, fuck that guy, sorry. I could go on forever and ever about it, but whatever. And stuff. Like, I don't know, he had a visceral hatred for me. And I was like, what did I do? Other than like breathe. And he's like, you breathe weird. Like, oh my God. He didn't say that, but like that's how it felt like. It would just be like, I would breathe and be like, what the fuck, stop that. And then just like when I went to graduate, it was like, you know, I was just wrong about you this whole time and blah blah, and like basically apologize and blah blah. And I was like, fuck you, man. It's way too late to be saying all that shit. Fuck you. You made my life miserable hell for years just for you to be like, my bad. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, you know what? I'm gonna end stream on that note. Thank you guys for coming. I gotta walk my dog soon, so let's go to the end screen. Yeah, fuck that guy. Sorry. All these years later, and I'm still mad. Like, that shit's real. Thank you for stream. Thank you guys for coming. Isn't the song a banger? Okay, I'm gonna send you guys to Keisha. Whoa, what the fuck? Sorry, I just saw that there's like new buttons on, I just saw that there's new buttons on Twitch. What? When you go to like hover over somebody's name? Aru? I've never seen that shit. Ah! Sorry, why is it not letting me raid? Hello? Okay. Take care, thank you all for coming. I hope you guys liked. I just ranted today. All I did was rant. I ranted about the film industry, I ranted about I ranted about singing a high note and getting jumped. Yeah, today was just very eventful. Well, you know, we gotta do one every once in a while. Just gotta blah 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 blah. But yeah, thank you guys for coming. I'll be back Tuesday. Yeah. So I'll see you then, okay? Bye bye, researchers. Bye bye.